Yo, can you hear me? I cannot hear you, but I think you know that.
Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe. And welcome to the 963rd edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. We are brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, the highest quality kratom on the planet. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna try to do this thing here with MLD. Let me make sure. Okay, John, can you hear me?
Yo,
You can hear me?
that I can.
You can.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and blow this up. And let me go ahead and do this here. Awesome. Okay, so of course there are now two of me on the screen. All right, John. So the reason why obviously I'm doing a reaction. I'm doing a reaction to what happened on the Saucecast last night. And what I was just telling you off the air before we came on is that I watch these things for the first time. I like to get the organic reaction. I don't like to watch it. I like to be surprised, etc., etc. So talk about what happened. Everybody is throwing around terms like rage quit. I think I saw in the comment. In the comments. So explain to me just what happened on Saucecast last night. What happened?
No, it was just a show. I was wrapping up my tour here in America. I'm in Santa Barbara, California right now.
Okay.
I'm flying out to Tokyo in the morning.
Good.
I did the Whatever podcast, and then I did Fresh and Fit. I was on McQueen's channel.
Good. Megan McQueen.
I did a really good show with Jedediah Bila, probably my favorite show on that tour, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Then I did Valuetainment Money, and then I did Brandon Carter. That was the last one I did, which was last night, Victory Talk, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, good.
So I've been on this tour, and then so last night, it was just funny. Like, this thing is a whole gigantic circus of idiots, really. So basically, they had me on the show, right?
Sure.
So they had me on Valuetainment Money, and I had already been going. I'm going viral right now for people they're misconstruing what I'm saying. They're saying that I'm saying that if a woman is in a relationship and a man is physically beating her, she should endure these beatings continuously and try to make the relationship work. That's what they're saying.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's not what I meant. I don't think anybody in their right mind would go on the internet and say that with an audience of millions of people watching.
Well, what exactly did you say?
I just said that if there is one instance of a physical strike from either party, I don't think that's a reason to destroy a relationship and destroy a family. People are
there
humans. You go. People make mistakes, and and women should be rallying behind that because the majority of people who start domestic violence situations are women.
Absolutely.
They hit first. So anyways, I just said that you shouldn't destroy a family or a relationship if there was an instance of anger and one party hit the other, okay? And I'm not talking like Randy Couture, Tim Sylvia knockout, in the first round.
Or Ray Rice.
Just a human mistake because everybody's just trying to pretend that we must live and we must deliver the perfect message. You know what I mean? Humans aren't flawed. People say they never have relationship trouble. They're fucking liars.
Oh, of course they are. Of course they are. Yeah, of course.
People saying I never skip my diet or do this or there is like humans make mistakes. That's what
Right.
happened. And that's all I said. So it was Destiny's wife, Melina.
Oh Jesus, an
Um,
all-star panel, huh?
so she put out this one clip of me out of context, and then Moist Critical took it, the guy who looks like fucking homeless Jesus, and then
A lot of that going around.
fucking Abba and Preach, of course, because they got nothing better to do.
Jesus Christ.
They piled on. I haven't even watched the videos yet. I'm in too much good of a place mentally to even like fucking entertain that kind of shit. But even the fact that Melina put that content out and kind of started this gigantic multi-million view smear campaign against me. I saw her
Jesus.
behind stage. I said, "Hey, it's me again from whatever podcast." I gave her a hug. She hugged me. I hugged her.
Oh, that's you guys were on the
Um,
Whatever podcast together, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. With
Gotcha.
Destiny on that was the second show on my YouTube tour.
Okay.
We broke all records. Obviously, because Destiny's a huge draw. I think we did 25,000
Oh,
live
good.
viewers. I was there, and then the people are haters. They're calling me like Walmart suit guy or something like that.
Walmart who?
Walmart suit. They're saying my suit is from Walmart.
Dude, it's so funny. That's what I love about trolls, man. They wouldn't know a suit if they saw one. Holy
Dude,
God.
I guarantee you, those guys have no idea who Loro Piana
Nope.
brand is. I guarantee you they have no idea.
No idea.
I love my Loro Piana suits.
Hell
So
yeah.
dressing well is a thing of mine, and I always told you too, Donovan. I said, hey, you know what? Any event you do, anytime I go on a tour, I'm just gonna wear a suit. So I just, no matter what, always look professional.
Yeah, you were looking clean. The last time we did Saucecast together, you were clean as a motherfucker.
Yeah, and at the Conference of Masculine Excellence, that's the first place I actually got my suits tailored for.
Yes, that's
made
right.
custom for your event.
Good, thank you.
know?
Thank you.
So, anyways, Melina was back there, right? So there could have been internet beef there, and I was just like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was making fun of her. I was like, "You're a fucking content farm." I wanted to call her a content whore, but she's a girl. We're like still newly acquainted. So I said, "You're just a content farm." So then Justy Juicy, what's that girl's name?
Goose Day Janice. Goose Day.
Goose Day. So
Dude.
Goose Day, your best friend was
Oh
backstage.
my God, Jesus fucking Christ, dude! That chick
And-
is a walking false EPAR accusation. Oh my God.
Well, she's in a relationship now. It's her longest ever. I think it's 6 months. So hopefully to get to the 1 year
Awesome.
mark.
Awesome. Fingers crossed for Goose Day, man.
Listen,
Fingers crossed for her boyfriend, dude. God
Hold on.
almighty.
She was, and then here I'll talk. Here's female treachery 101.
Okay.
Okay. So I could have been a fucking dick to her. I kept it professional. I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I think I even gave her a hug, and I was just like, it was very friendly. It was very cool, and I was just like, "Hey."
Yeah, you're a better man than
Okay,
me. I
yeah.
wouldn't have said shit. I wouldn't have done shit.
Well, I just said I told her, I was like, "Oh, you make fun of my friend Donovan Sharpe. I know who you are." That's it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
two girls that I could have had beef with behind scenes, but I'm a professional.
You squashed it. You squashed it.
I'm a grown man. I'm an adult. Okay. So I saw this Asian girl, and then like some really hot girl who lives in Canada. Were like this sitting down and just like looking at their phones and shit. I was like, all right, well, fucking, I'm not gonna
Yeah, they're always in their phone, right?
Well, I clearly walked in the room. They didn't look up. They didn't seem interested. I was like, fine, cool, whatever.
Yeah,
I just said
whatever.
hi to everybody. I saw the OnlyFans girl in the dressing room, and then we went on the show. So later on the show, it turns out this fucking Asian girl, her name is Angela Knight, and apparently she was a former subscriber of mine. And so,
Wait a minute. Why did you say? How do you know she's a former subscriber of yours?
Oh, she told me.
Yeah, and so. And this is what you and I talked about off the air, and you probably get this a lot too. Anytime someone either says with their mouth or puts in the comments, "I used to be a fan" or "I used to be a subscriber, but because you did or said X, Y, and Z, I'm no longer a fan." John, that is 100% bullshit. It's all cap. Dude, it is never ever the case. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make you think that the one thing you did caused them to unsubscribe. So they're indirectly really trying to control what you do. If I tell him I unsubscribe because of XYZ, maybe then he will stop doing X, Y, and Z. It's always from a place of disingenuosity, if that's even a word.
Yeah, well, I mean, I totally understand what you're saying. I don't know, man. I've kind of like turned this new leaf in my life where I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, and it's
Yeah,
not working out
you're
for
in a
me
good.
so far.
I got to tell you, man, you're probably in the best mental space you've ever been in because, dude, you and I, listen. Let's just keep it real. We're fucking head cases, John. Dude, we've been through some shit. We've done some shit.
Yeah, been through
We're
a
not
lot.
quite right in the head. It is what it is. But what we have to realize, I guess at this point, is that it sort of comes with the business, right? Like it just kind of
Yeah.
and you can never really get used to the hate. You can just really just kind of deaden the nerves.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, you know what? It is what it is. I am who I am. I don't hurt people. Like, you just gotta be a little crazy to be as successful as we are. You
Fuck,
know what I
dude.
mean? But I'm
Man.
not like I'm, I'm not like a vicious animal or anything,
No, of course not. Of course not.
Not like this chick. So anyway, so we're on the podcast and like, it's just Melina's talking over everybody and like talking over the host, and Adam at one
Ay,
point just
ay, ay.
like, "Hey, this is my show. Work with me." And so,
Why didn't he? So. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll let you continue. Go ahead. My bad.
no, he called her out. You're gonna see on the show because she was
Okay.
talking to everybody.
Good.
So she was kind of draining the energy out of the room. And you can see at one point, like I just put my head like this, and I'm like,
Yep.
I'm mentally checked out. I did
Yeah, that's
five
it.
and a half hours of Fresh and Fit the night before.
Woo!
I was like,
God
there,
damn,
there
you're
was
a
no,
G.
there was no real like dialogue happening. All these girls were trauma dumping. So I
Ay,
was just
ay,
sitting
ay.
there. So, anyways, I have to leave at 6 p.m. because the Valuetainment studio is in Fort Lauderdale, and Brandon
Yes.
Carter lives right by Biscayne Boulevard.
Oh.
So you have to, and it was a Heat game too that day. So
Yes.
I had to drive down. It takes about an hour. Luckily, I had a Lamborghini,
Oh, nice.
and I fucking was flooring it down, and I was able to make it to Brandon Carter. So I had a hard out at 6 o'clock. So I think about like 5:55. It's the 1 hour and 50 minute mark on the Valuetainment money.
hmm
Angela is like tells me she started asking me like, "Do you have healthy habits or something?" I was like, "Yeah, you fucking fat bitch."
The fuck do you? Right. Like
Yeah.
healthy habits. The fuck are you
He
talking about,
told
bitch?
me-
I'm
like,
rich, man. Like I'm rich. Of
like,
course I
how,
got healthy habits. What the
I
fuck
was
are you
like,
talking
healthy
about?
habits. I didn't even know what she was getting because I didn't know who this girl was the whole
Okay.
time. So she says something, and then Natalia hates me, and Natalia is probably the mastermind behind all of this
Natalia. Ay,
because
ay, ay.
um,
She's such a useless bitch.
Natalia's just mad because she's maybe fallen into the fat girl category. It's a little bit soon herself.
Yeah, she has. She is
Um,
starting to pack on the pounds, isn't she?
oh yeah, just wait for the guy to show up that she's waiting for.
Hey, man. She'll pull
Anyways,
that fat bomb.
we'll
She'll
see
pull the
what
pin on the
happens.
fat bomb.
We'll see what happens. But
So Natalia
anyway,
is behind this.
so Natalia and her they start talking, and it sounds like they planned this because she was like you wrote some comment in the YouTube section because when I guess Angela was on um Valuetainment Money, right? So
Okay.
here's the thing. Throughout my day, I go in your chat, I go in
Oh
Rollo's
yeah.
chat, I go in everybody's chat, and I just fucking troll, right?
Yes, you do. Yes,
it's
you do.
it's fun. I like being a shitlord with the guy with the chat, and you fuckers in the chat know you like to be shitlords too. So don't act like you're fucking
It is quite fun.
innocent. You don't act like
Uh-oh. Did the Matrix get MLD? Well, hopefully the Matrix did not get MLD. Okay. All right. Let me
oh,
I-
am I back?
Yeah. I can hear you. Oh, there you are. There you are. I got you.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
No, the internet freaked out on me.
Yeah, we figured we thought it was the Matrix.
Probably, yeah. They're coming for me. Anyways, fuck, I forgot where was I?
Natalia was behind it.
Oh, so yeah. So this girl said that I wrote in the chat she is 40 pounds overweight, so I'm not going to take her advice, which I stand by.
That's
And
right. Yes, thank you.
so apparently she got really mad about this and just started like just going like trauma dumping like a motherfucker. she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to like the fucking 50 men before me that
Wow.
treated
Oh,
her
one of
this
those.
way.
Oh yeah,
Cause
she's been waiting.
dude, she was just like, blah. Like it was a like hardcore trauma dump. And then she started telling me, you need to change your pronouns, and then like you need to do this, you need that. So she was talking a lot of shit. So I was getting fucking angry
Of
because
course.
there's certain places in the world like a woman talks like that, good luck.
Yeah, listen, and this is why you live in Japan, man. And I'm not trying to advocate for Duracell. If anybody knows what I'm, yeah. No. MLD is shadowboxing. He is shadowboxing right now. That's what he is doing. We are not endorsing anything like that. But yeah, it's modern women can only speak to men in this way because they know they won't get knocked the fuck out. That's really what it is, man. Dude, do women talk to men this way in other countries? Hell no. Why? Because they'll get Mike Tyson'd. Unbelievable,
Well,
man.
the point I was trying to make was just like if anybody talked
Hang
to
on a
me,
second,
like
John, hang on a second. Nice glass, my friend, you're on thin ice, brah. You're on thin fucking ice, man. Be respectful to the guests. Be respectful to
oh
the guests. No. He's he's a new member. Nice glass. You're saying that he's trying to shift accountability, fam. He is on here explaining what the fuck happened. Okay.
okay.
Listen. This dude had a hard out at 6:00 because he was doing a show with Brandon Carter at 7. And if you don't believe me, go to Brandon Carter's YouTube channel and go and see. It was a hard out. He's in Fort Lauderdale. Brandon Carter lives off Biscayne Boulevard. Guys, that's a long fucking drive. And just like you said, the Miami Heat were playing the Boston Celtics that night, so it took extra long. Fuck out of here. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
and I have text. I could like post a text message to you, and I told Adam
Of course,
like it
of
was
course.
a date. It was a May 8th. I was like, yo, bro, have hard out 6 p.m. because I'm not trying to be late to show up at Brandon Carter's house.
Of course. And text me. Look, send me that screenshot because I'm gonna put it into all this.
Okay.
It's nonsense.
So
So she's
anyways,
going in on you about this, about
and
selling
it's
that she's
funny too
overweight.
because they're starting to like scream, and you could see
What?
they like unified with their like
The
they had like a
sisterhood.
trauma bond from all the men that hurt them because then this single mother, so there's this girl, I was nice to her too, but she kind of turned on me at the end. Well, whatever, females, right? She was this Cuban girl. She's a good-looking lady,
Mhm.
she's 34, but she
Mhm.
has 2 kids, and she does OnlyFans. I was like,
Oh boy. Yep. That's a wrap.
She was saying, yeah, she was
Mm-mm-mm.
saying that she had trouble on the dating market, which is it's kind of
You're
understandable.
34, you've got 2 kids, and you're an OnlyFans creator. That's going to happen.
It's just going to be tougher for sure, right? And so, anyways, she starts piling on me and like, you need to be a man enough. You need to be a man and apologize.
No.
And I have like,
no.
as much shit that I talk about holding frame. If these bitches think I'm gonna fucking apologize right now, they've got another thing coming.
Unbelievable.
She was just, I couldn't even get a word in because they were just like blah 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 blah. And then then she's like, you need to change your pronouns, and I was like, bitch,
Fuck you.
bitch, people will whoop your ass in fucking other parts of the country talking
You
shit.
know what I'm
like,
saying? Talking like that. Change your
there are
pronouns.
black
What the fuck's
girls
wrong
in
with you?
America that'll whoop your ass if you talk to
You know what I'm saying?
that.
Shit. Yeah, dude, roll up on a roll up on a Keisha talking that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Keisha,
like,
whoop
you
that
gotta
ass.
You got to change your pronouns. I wondered.
Blip.
I was immediately gonna tell her, but I didn't say it. But I was like, "What are your pronouns? Like fucking pounds and kilogram?"
Oh,
But
MLD. Oh my God. You should, dude. You should have did it. You should have did it, man.
And that's the thing. Look, I could have fucking dunked on this fucking girl, but like honestly, at the end of the day, she sat there and like fucking complained for like 5 to 7 minutes
Wow.
about telling me how much she didn't care about me. And I was like, okay, and then she had like apparently. So this is how I know Natalia was in on it.
Okay.
Natalia is the one who always reads the chat.
Yeah, and nobody can see
You
the
know?
chat except for her.
Yeah, and the girl was live on the show.
Yeah.
So Natalia probably went to this girl, and they conspired because that's what females do
Yep.
when they hate you. It's okay. It's okay.
Listen,
I'll have to.
you're still rich and they're still single.
I don't know. I'm gonna do my best to hold it together over here, but you know, sometimes it's hard. It's hard being me. You know?
You'll listen, John. You're one of my you're one of my best friends. You'll forgive me if I feel absolutely oh, good fucking God. You'll forgive me if I absolutely have no sympathy for you. Don't make me go to the safe, man. Look, if you want to start measuring dicks, man, let's do it.
You know, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But you know,
Okay.
so then she was like, "So what did you say?" And I was like, I was like, "Yeah, well, you are fat," or something along those lines.
Okay.
Then I had to leave, you know, and then they were
Because
saying,
of
like,
Brandon
oh,
Carter.
he rage quit, yada yada yada. And then when I left, the Goustier girl, Janice Goustier, whatever her name
God.
is, she was also talking shit about me, and I was nice to her the whole fucking time I was there.
God.
The whole fucking time, I was like, I like the way you handled that. And I was like, all right, whatever.
She said she liked the way you handled that?
She was talking to the fat girl, Angela. She
Oh,
was like saying,
of course.
like, you know, hey, this girl.
You stood
I
up
like
to the
way you
bully and
handled
blah,
it.
blah, 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 blah.
You totally dominated him. But for me, it was such an empty thing, too. Because what are we going to do? Sit there and be like, all right, bitch, you want to like fucking talk about why you're angry because I called you fat and you are fat? Is like that you're angry at me because you're fat? Like, is that the...
Yeah, like, is that what's happening here? Yeah.
You're mad at me because you're fat. That's what I was just thinking. I was just like, your weight is your business. Handle it, bro.
But you're right, though. At some point, when it comes to dunking on women, especially in that situation, there comes a point of diminishing returns. The last thing you needed on your mind as you're driving to see Brandon Carter is going toe to toe with some whale over some shit that you don't even remember. I mean, dude, we are in thousands of chats. We talk about thousands of people, and it's funny. This is how special women think they are. This woman actually expected you to remember the comment that you put about her 2 months ago. Like, sweetheart, you're not that important.
Dude, it was like you ever see Avengers Endgame when like the Scarlet Witch comes down and she's like talks to Thanos, she's like, "You took everything from me," and Thanos is like, "I don't know who you are."
He's like, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
Me.
Right.
That was me and this girl. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like,
oh my God.
Who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. She had like apparently it was 3 chats that she had them like all written on her phone.
Oh yes, that is 1,000%. Yeah, Natalia was 1,000% behind that.
Yeah, so I feel like low-key Angela likes me though. I think I have a good future with
yeah,
her,
you know, listen, man, women are all, and this is the way, and only men with this kind of experience really understand. The more pissed off a woman is at you, the wetter her vagina tends to be, right? Like, you don't, and there's a thin line between love and hate, and I'm not saying that she loves you, but when girls really, really dislike men, especially modern women, something deep down inside really wants to fuck them, and they're trying to convince everyone, including themselves, that they want nothing to do with this guy.
Yeah, well, for me, look, honestly, I will say this. The reason she went off like that is because
you were right.
She was clearly hurt by the
comment.
Yes,
of course she was.
And that wasn't my intention. I didn't even think this bitch would watch my shit or
she doesn't.
Remember a chat. Dude, I troll everybody's chats, okay?
Jesus.
I'm working on it. But I don't know. I still think I'm just like this small YouTuber, and I have like a smidgen of clout now. So like,
you and I still have. I think you and I still have little man syndrome, right? Because we roll with guys who have like million subscriber channels and private jets and all that. And even though you and I are wildly successful, dude, you and I are top 1%ers. We still feel like the small dogs, right?
Yeah, dude, you have no idea. That's like so. But you know what do they say? He's an insecure beta.
Oh,
you know, but it's just. Like,
what is this, 2004, man? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, for me, when I had to get out of there, too, right? Because, like, I didn't want to respond. That's why I was just like, yep, you win. Are we done? That's what I kept saying, are you done?
Yeah, because if you go back and forth with them, listen, there was no way out of that. If you apologize, that's a mistake, and they pile on even more. If you don't apologize, then they'll say, well, she called you out and she won, et cetera, et cetera. Let me get your thoughts on this, John. So my guy, King Life, and I think you know who he is, King Life sent in a super chat, $5 super chat. He says, Saucecast might pull some BS at the Fresh and Fit live event. Can't trust him. What are your thoughts there, man? Because, look, dude, this is not... I don't know. I don't think Adam had anything to do with it. At least, I can't imagine that he would. However, Natalia does work for Adam. And he answers for her, right? Natalia. The reason why Natalia acts the way she does is because she's not the one who has to be held accountable. She is not the one who has to be, and keep that off the screen. I don't want to get reported for all of that.
She's black and mild. This is black and mild.
Yeah, black and mild with, all right, black and weed.
I'll give it off the screen.
Yes, please do. Jesus Christ. I've got like 8 lifetime strikes. But yeah, the reason why Natalia acts the way she does is because she's not in charge. Right? She's not in charge. She doesn't have to answer to the masses. She doesn't have to... No, she just runs off at the mouth, and then Sosnick is going to take all the heat. But I just don't understand. I have no idea why he employs this woman. She clearly has a vendetta against you, probably because she secretly wants to bang you. Because what's funny, right? I think these people think I make these editing clips, but there's 2 clips on my channel with Natalia where I'm like, where she's kind of arguing with me or disagreeing with me, and my editor is really good, and he just like logically showed my case versus hers. Good.
And my case was stronger, and they each have like 1 million+ views on them. So.
Oh wow, good for you, man.
Yeah, I think she got a little upset about that, I guess. But it was not even me; it was my editor. But hey, it was still.
Hey, listen, it's still you. Fuck it. Listen, you're not taking it down. Fuck it.
It wasn't like me being like, no, Natalia, you're a dumb bitch or anything. I've never said something like that. I've just told her ideas were wrong, and she's like fucking got this death vendetta against me now. Yeah.
Well, women don't respond well to being called out. They just don't.
I wasn't even trying to make a point. I was just like saw her as one person to know, like, no, I think you're wrong desperately.
Yep.
But anyways, I don't know. Like with them, their business, they do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Sure.
For me. I don't know. Didn't leave a good taste in my mouth.
Okay, very good. Yeah, listen, you don't want to make any rash decisions because it is recent. That's probably the best way to put it. Is that it did not leave a good taste in your mouth. So listen, man, I'll take a look at it. I will give my my honest
control your chat.
Yes, I will give my honest, clearly biased opinion. Non-subjective. Any last thoughts on the whole Saucecast, situation that you want people to know that they might not otherwise know if they didn't talk to you?
I'll just say I have kind of come to this new place in my life where, like, I can feel a type of toxic energy that certain people give off, and once I feel that, I want to fucking get out of there.
Oh, and you don't want to cross swords with these banshees anymore, huh?
No, just, what is it? 48 Laws of Power. It was like Law 9, avoid the unhappy and unlucky.
Yes. Yep. That's exactly. I think it's law number 8 or 9, but yes, avoid the unhappy and the unlucky because you will be unhappy and unlucky with them.
Dude, the bad juju jumps on you, and who you hang out with is like literally
of course
who you become.
Yeah, man. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, man.
Yes, sir.
A tale as old as time itself. Okay.
Listen,
all right, man.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Have fun trolling in the chat, and I guess I'll probably see you in a couple of months, man. Thanks for taking the time, dude.
All right, buddy. Peace out.
All right, man. Take care. MLD. Oops. That is John of Modern Life Dating. Please, by all means, listen, go subscribe to... Oh, crap. Sorry about that, guys. Give me a second. We do it live. No. Okay. Thought that was my password. There we go. So yeah, listen, shout out to John. Shout out to John for coming on and clearing things up. All right, let me read these super chats and then we'll get started here. Derek the Trader with the $10 super chat says, Donovan, Jeff Bezos recently proposed to his girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez, a 53-year-old divorced mother of 3. Bezos is worth at least $100 billion. Can you please explain the behind this move? I can't. Jeff Bezos is someone who clearly does not understand the way women work. and he's got the kind of money. I don't want to say that this is a good thing or that this is the reason for it, but I think one factor is that he is so rich, he might think he can afford to make another mistake. He just doesn't. He doesn't understand it. Apparently, McKinsey didn't teach him a lesson. And listen, we as men, we're stubborn creatures, man. It takes us a while to learn these lessons. Jeff Bezos is no different. That's the only way I can explain it. Yeah, King of Life, I'll read this again. Says Saucecast might pull some BS at the Fresh and Fit live event. Can't trust him. Yeah, they had a little bit of a dust up with Jason Whitlock. Apparently, they wanted Jason Whitlock to come on to the show, but they invited someone that he is not cool with, unbeknownst to Whitlock. And like apparently there was like an Uber driver that was in on it. Whitlock got out of there when he figured out what was going on. And I'm not, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But this is not uncommon. And then of course I knew there was a little bit of a dust up between him and Andrew Tate. Don't know anything about that, but yeah, man, yeah. We'll see what happens. I'll talk to Meyer and Adam about this. Miami J with the $2 super chat says, Don, we need MLD in the TSR Fantasy Football League this year. Yeah, I'll get him in. Oma with the $2 super chat says, will MLD be at the CME this year? Probably. It really depends upon what his travel schedule is. But my guess is that he'll probably be there. I want him there for the wedding for sure. Dre Raven with the $2 super chat says her pronouns are harder and faster. That's actually pretty good. Aurelio da Silva. Hang on a second. I thought. Oh, shout out to Aurelio da Silva. Welcome to chat privileges. At Aurelio. I'm sorry. Alidio da Silva. Alidio. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. At Alidio da Silva to welcome him to the TSR family. If you would, Mr. da Silva, please put your age and location in the chat. Aurelio da Silva with the 10 pound super chat says, it was an orchestrated assault. MLD was classy. I wanted him to rip them off, but I understand why he did not. Yeah, he controlled himself. The Fit Comedian, $5 super chat says, I enjoyed how MLD handled that situation. He had a hard out, guys. He had a hard out. He had to go. That's all there is to it. All right. Well, without further ado, why does this keep coming up? Hang on a second. Hang on, y'all. Okay, there it is. All right, got it. Okay. So without further ado, let us get into the video. And I'm going to speed this. I'm going to speed up the playback. I think that would actually do some good here. Give me a second. All right, here we go.
And do it your way. Amazing panel. I feel like we're outnumbered today. I feel like we're on Fox, outnumbered on Fox right now, MLD. But I feel like we're going to hold our own against these beautiful, attractive, smart, amazing women. With that being said, let's introduce our amazing panel.
And there she is. Wow. So right off the bat, this is something I don't like that Adam does, but it's a show. He can do whatever he wants. We talk all the time. About, hey, don't tell me what to do on my show. Valuetainment is over 100,000 subscribers right now, so they're clearly doing something right. That doesn't mean I have to like or endorse it. Gassing up these women is just, it looks bad, man. It looks bad, man. It really, really does, because they get gassed up everywhere else.
Give us a sub. Natalia's going to fill you on what to do. Usually I always say ladies first, but again, we're outnumbered. So MLD, kick us off, buddy. Jonathan Hogwood, MLD, Modern Life Dating, based in Tokyo. What's new in your world, brother?
Back here on my USA tour. This is like the last 2 shows. I'll be on Brandon Carter's show tonight, Victory Talk, with him right after the show. Here, just from Tokyo, Japan, on the America Trauma Dump Tour so far.
You're anti-America.
No, I'm not anti-America. I'm just saying the Trauma Dump Tour. I've seen 3 different women trauma dump on me in 3 different podcasts.
Trauma dump. How would you define?
Okay, so, sorry guys. There we go. All right, let's do it.
Find that.
when they just start talking about all their problems without the consent of the listener. So they start dumping their trauma on you.
Unloading all their issues onto you.
Ex-boyfriends.
How would you feel if everyone started unloading some trauma onto you today? You ready for that? You're like an unpaid therapist on the Saucecast today.
We'll see what happens.
It's a superpower, of course.
Let's meet our lovely ladies. To your right, my left. Goose
Oh yeah, there's the Asian girl. Yeah, she is overweight. She is.
is back in the house. Guste, introduce yourself. Let us know what you do for work and your relationship status.
Hi, my name's Guste. I model and I'm also an executive assistant, and I am in a relationship.
Okay.
I model, and I'm an executive assistant. She's a secretary, guys. She's a secretary. Right? She's a secretary, and she's an Instagram thought. Got it.
How long you been in that relationship?
I think like 5 or 6 months now.
Okay, this is good.
Yeah, it's relatively new.
This is fresh
It's
and
fresh.
fit, almost.
Oh, no.
Okay. No, it's not that.
She
What's wrong
said
with fresh
fresh
and fit?
and...
That name gives me PTSD.
Oh my God, trauma getting unloaded
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
here it is.
We'll talk about that right now.
Here
we
All right,
go.
Guste in the house. This is her, I think, I don't know, half a dozen time on Valuetainment. Melina's back in the house.
Yeah.
Destiny's better half.
Yeah.
I say that proudly. We all know Destiny, fan of the show. Shout out to
Yeah.
you, Steven.
Yeah. So this is what really makes me nervous about this is Adam and PBD are keenly aware of who the rivals are, right? They are keenly aware of who doesn't like who. I have a feeling, I have a feeling that when and if I ever, and I'll do Saucecast again at some point, but if I show up and Goose stays there, I gotta go. I've gotta go, man. I gotta go. I am not about to get into, I am not about to get on a panel with a woman like that. Hell no. Hell no. Dr. Durden with the $10 super says Angela Knight has plenty of videos shaming men for being broke or having a small D, but she wants to virtue signal MLD. She's not against shaming. She's against being shamed. Of course. And the reason why she was upset by it is because clearly she is overweight.
If you're listening, you're invited June 2nd. I'll fill you in on that.
Yes, nice.
Fill us in on what you got going on. We all know you're married to Destiny,
married to
famous YouTuber, Twitch streamer. Well, tell us
He's
about
banned
yourself.
on Twitch right now, so
he's banned on Twitch. Sorry to hear that,
Rumble
Steven.
and Kick is what he's doing right now.
Everyone's getting banned these
Pretty
days.
much. I do Twitch and like other social media like TikTok and Instagram, pretty much, and YouTube. That's what I
Okay,
do.
she's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
All right, we have a celebrity in the house making her first appearance. I'm not going to stop it,
Give
Naleen.
me a break.
She's sinking down to the chair. She's a digital creator. She's been a Playboy Playmate, I think, at one point.
Yes.
And
Here we go. Look, man, I'm sorry, Sosnick. But, bruh, like, any woman who's been a Playboy Playmate belongs to the streets. Lovely, beautiful, talented, extraordinary.
quote unquote, she has an OnlyFans, and Jesus
Oh, my God.
still
loves me, honey.
loves her.
Yes, he does.
What's up, Naleen?
What's up?
What you
Thank you so
doing for
much.
work these days? How much money you printed from OnlyFans? You got a man, you got kids. Fill us in.
Yeah, so I'm Naleen Ashley, a content creator, and obviously Jesus still loves me because, you know.
Pull it closer to you. This.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
This is also my first time on a podcast, so I'm really happy that you're taking my cherry.
But not the first time on a web-based video.
No, unfortunately. That's gotten me in trouble several times. So yeah, I'm a content creator, and according to my TikTok, I'm in a relationship with Jimmy Butler, so I'm not watching my man's game tonight because I'm here with you. So
Well, I'm going to the game after this, so I can give
Let's
you a
go.
ride.
Let's go.
And we'll go say what's up to Jimmy Buckets, who's the
Perfect.
superhero at this freaking point.
yeah.
Jimmy Butler is not her boyfriend.
Shout out to you, Jimmy. Thank you for letting us have your girlfriend for
Yay.
a few hours. We will return her in one piece, most likely. Angela's back in the house. Content creator, relationship advice, and just all-around level-headed woman.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. She's a female relationship advisor. Guys, we say this all the time. Don't take relationship advice from women, man. Don't do it. Relationship advice from women to men is designed to help women at the expense of men. Never forget that.
That's me. Hi.
Yeah. Go ahead. Now you talk.
Entrepreneur, relationship coach. I'm engaged, and that's it.
You're engaged.
I've been engaged. We've seen
Okay.
this. We talked about this.
You know, memory. It's not what it used to be these days. You've been engaged how long?
Since September.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank
Mazel tov,
you.
as the Jews like to say. Tessa's back. Tessa Johnston.
I'm back.
Tell us what you want us to know. How about that?
I'm a tattoo artist based in Miami, and I'm a very happy fur mom.
For a mom. All right. Well, you and your relationship with your
A fur mom. Dude, you cannot call yourself a mom if you don't have a human child. Like this whole pet parents, it's ridiculous.
for significant other. It's doing great. I had to pull some of the hair off right there. Let's see a couple of tattoos before we get started.
And they're all so small, it's gonna be hard to see.
Hey,
They're
it's not the size of the
everywhere.
tattoo. All right, it's what you do with it. All right, gentlemen.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay. And then, last but not least,
All
we're
right.
going to do our best to
All
make
right,
this beautiful,
Sosnick.
amazing woman that I appreciate so much smile today. Natalia Del Valle is in the house.
Here, hello, hello.
The baddie with the Jamaican patty.
I'm here.
Nat, you and I have been fighting on air and off air lately.
Yep.
Shall we continue today?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natalia's putting on weight, y'all. Natalia is putting on weight. She is definitely putting on weight. Devin, if you're in the Devin, find me a Saucecast video. Find me a Saucecast video. Find me a Saucecast video that shows Natalia. Go back like a year. And I can promise you. I mean, dude, I'm already starting to see a double chin starting to form. See, again, Natalia is one of these chicks who doesn't work out. The only reason why she's not fat is because she's still young. That's the only reason why she's not fat. Go look at Irina from Love is Blind's Instagram. Look at Irina. Look at Irina from Love is Blind, right? She's a little chunky. She's a little chunky. Just a little bit. But then if you go all the way down to, I don't know, a year, 2-3 years ago, she was thin. She was thin. And she also has a finger tattoo, which means what, Devin?
She belongs to the streets.
There we go. See, Natalia is what we call is what the late, great Alan Roger Curry used to call wholesome pretenders. Wholesome pretenders. She wants to play like she's this high-value woman. She's not. She's not. Doge, as in Dogecoin. Welcome to Basic Chat Privileges. At Doge to welcome him to the TSR family. Doge, if you would, put your age and location in the chat.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, I think we turn these, kick everyone out and just you and I mud wrestle.
I like it.
I feel like we'd have some fun.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like you would the type of person, like if there was a wrestling match, when I'm not looking to take a chair and just smash it over my head.
I'm glad that you assumed that.
Hey.
Okay, so, yeah, this
The type of person, like if there was a wrestling match, when I'm not looking to take a chair and just smash it over my head.
I'm glad that you assumed that.
Hey.
Ay. Is that him fucking Natalia, guys? Is he fucking her? Oh, listen, I know he flirts with everybody. But they've been fighting a lot lately. Why have they been fighting a lot lately? Huh? You don't fight with your boss. Right? Adam is Natalia's boss. You don't fight with your boss. What the fuck he says goes. So why are you guys fighting? Why are you guys arguing?
Hey, did I assume wrong?
I don't know. We'd have to see.
Sassy Natalia's in the house. Nat, thank you for doing what you do. We all love you. We appreciate you. Even MLD. And what's on your mind?
Well, today we actually have a lot of announcements. We actually do have our Fresh and Fit event. Make sure you guys click the link that we have tagged so you guys can join us for the Fresh and Fit event. We will be doing a raffle today. So we'll be doing a raffle. If we can get around 20 super chats, we're going to raffle off and give away 2 free tickets today. So make sure you guys get your super chats in. I'll be reading them. And we want to announce a special guest who gets to get 2 free tickets today. So
Please don't read the super chats, Natalia.
make sure you guys do all that fun stuff. And of course, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff, because today we've got a lineup of ladies and MLD in the house with the Sauce Man, and I think it's going to be very entertaining. So let's get
Spicy,
started.
some may say.
Yeah, spicy.
Controversial, some may say. We had to hold Melina and MLD from getting into fisticuffs earlier, but now they're doing well on camera.
All right.
She knows I beat women, so.
There you go. Very nice.
Mud wrestle. So maybe we do a 2-on-2 match.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, Melina.
Yeah, let's go.
There's no chance of Destiny.
Melina.
Fight. Zero chance.
Melina.
Protector of them, you know?
You protect
So,
Destiny?
I am the protector.
So most women are looking for a man to be the protector, the provider.
Yeah.
But this is what you're doing for your man.
Yeah. I'm the
Shit.
man. Yes.
All right, so a couple quick announcements, and then we'll get into today's amazing show. As Natalia mentioned, Friday, June 2nd, live event here at Valuetainment with the one and only, the two and only, Fresh and Fit in the house, and hundreds of people packing the house for a sick live event. There's going to be a dozen women or so giving their opinions, seeing if there's leaks or holes in Myron's argument. He wrote a book called Why Women Deserve
I
Less.
love it. Oh,
I know,
that's genius.
controversial. We'll see about that. Gustav may make a special appearance because we know she loves Fresh and Fit.
My favorite. Oh my
Your favorite. Who doesn't?
God.
But they'll be here. And today we're going to be doing a raffle, giving away 2 free tickets. If you're in South Florida, 2 free tickets to come join us on the show, be our special guest. Come meet Fresh and Fit, myself, PBD in the back in the cigar lounge. Yes, we have a cigar lounge here. It's in the back. You ladies can come check it out after the show. So if you're interested in seeing the live event, tickets link in the bio below. Did you say we had other special announcements?
Just the raffle as well.
Okay, and you're going to be letting us know when we do that?
Yes.
And you're going to be managing the super chats?
Yes.
And you're going to be smiling the whole time?
Always.
That's my fucking girl. Get that smile out there. She paid a lot of money
Jesus.
for those teeth. They better use them.
They're all mine.
Whoa, wait, what?
Swap.
Okay, and you're gonna be letting us know when we do that.
Yes.
And you're gonna be managing the super chats.
Yes.
And you're gonna be smiling the whole time.
Always.
That's my fucking girl. Like, get that smile out there.
Yeah, dude. Look, I can't say for sure because I'm not there and I don't know for sure. But their interactions lead me to believe that there could be a budding romance between them. Again, you don't fight with your boss. What your boss says goes. Doge with the $20 super chat. Says Donovan, oh wow, it says Donovan, you're the best at breakdowns, man. Longtime sub. It's fitting Goose Day would be there. These insufferable misandrists are prime examples of modern women. I wish MLD fought back more, though. Also, I'm 33 in Connecticut. All right, good stuff. Maybe you can hook up with the Savo brothers down there. Ostrike with the $2 super chat says, ideal female figure. Works out, doesn't take roids. Yep, that makes sense. I don't think Melina takes steroids. At least dude, doing steroids as a woman is the quickest way to be. Listen, you want to be a man? Do steroids. Let's continue. Oops.
She paid a lot of money for those teeth. They better use them.
They're all mine.
They're all yours.
And how would you? Yeah, this is.
All right, good for you.
Good.
Anyway, last but not least, let's give a special shout out to our friends at Aura. We all know that I'm all about saving that money, but even more so these days, I'm all about saving your identity. So, quick shout out to Aura, A-U-R-A. So, if you ever think about how much information is out there on for all that
Don't
Aura,
care.
identity theft, easy to use. Real-time alerts on any before it was just me. I did spend that money at the club because I saved a lot. Theft. Go to aura.com, AURA/Saucecast. Why? Because this is the Saucecast. Use the link below, and you'll receive a 2 free week activity has basically been exposed on the dark web. So sign up and make sure your personal information has not been compromised. Save that money as always, and save your identity.
He didn't say he paid a lot of money. He said she paid a lot of money. But how would he know? Well, I don't know. Well, listen, I mean, I suppose if, boss, employee relationship, I suppose you would know. So,
Identity. You guys ready to start the show?
We're ready.
We are ready. Can I get like a louder?
Can I get a Hoya?
Say it, Nailene.
Hoya.
Say it with your chest.
I did.
All right.
If I say it with my chest, I'm gonna hit the mic.
Let those baddies out, baby. Let's do this thing. All right, so let's get into today's episode. I want to start off with MLD. And obviously, you live in America, but you're Canadian. You live in America, but you're Vietnamese. You live in America, but you're Cuban.
Yes.
You live in America, but you're Swedish.
Yes.
You live in America, but you're Lithuanian. Did I do okay? Natalia also lives in America. Her family is half Puerto Rican, half Guyanese. She got a Jamaican patty, but she got a patty. She's doing it all. But you guys all live here in America. But your family is from other countries. See or no?
See?
Mazel.
yeah, Angela needs to cross her legs. Like, Angela needs to cross her legs, guys. This right here, this behavior is indicative of a woman who does not have class, right? She's dressed semi-conservatively, but she's got the foot tattoo. She's got the foot tattoo, which tells us what, Devin?
She belongs to the streets.
Absolutely. But this woman is on camera. A camera is directly facing her, and she has not crossed her legs. The bitch next to her in the pants, she has her legs crossed. But Angela can't be bothered to cross her legs because, girl power.
MLD, you're from America.
Oh, yeah.
You're the only one that was born in America, I'm assuming.
No, you were born
I
in
was
America?
born in America.
Okay, but your parents are Cuban. All right, let me flow for a
family.
second. But you moved to Tokyo how long ago?
5.5 years ago.
Okay, so you've been out of the country for a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but I'm just going to try to sum up essentially what you've realized is, holy shit, there's a whole world out here outside of America, and it is so much better in Tokyo, especially when it comes to women and dating.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, for me personally,
So what's the
absolutely.
biggest difference that you've seen living in Tokyo, dealing with traditional, submissive, more silent Japanese women than...
Oh, here we go. Now, Adam is buying into the stereotype. Silent and submissive.
these loudmouth, beautiful women here we have in the States?
Well, now I'm going to trauma dump.
Let it out.
Go ahead, trauma dump.
No, it's just, honestly speaking, just the level of femininity of women in America is probably the lowest in the world, in my opinion. Like, and I don't know if it's, I definitely...
Goose Day is being surprisingly civil. She's being surprisingly civil here. This means she's probably read some of the comments. And she knows what she looks like.
Femininity of women in America is probably the lowest in the world. Speaking...
Look, watch Goose Day's face. Just watch Goose Day's face as MLD talks. Watch.
Just the level of
Just
femininity of women in America is probably the lowest in the world, in my opinion. Like, and I don't know if...
See, she agrees.
It's, I definitely it's a part of the culture, but like, I just don't want to deal with like combative, aggressive, like in-your-face women all the time.
Strong personality.
I just don't. It's not a strong personality thing. Certainly not. Because if you have a strong personality, you don't need to be like in someone's face. You know deeply who you are when you're a strong person. You don't need to show up and like do tricks. But it's just like...
Do you see how she... Do you see... This is what modern women do. They like to mischaracterize a bitchy, neurotic, combative personality as a strong personality. Look, ladies, there is a difference between a man being in charge and a woman being in charge. That's why a man who's in charge is called the boss, and women who are in charge are called bossy.
There's an overall more masculine energy in women in America than pretty much any other country I've been to in the world. And in Asia, and other countries too, you know, South America, whatnot, India, right? The women there are just far more feminine. I don't know if it's the food, if it's the culture. I don't know how you cultivate femininity, but our cultivation levels in the States is very low.
So
Here's how you cultivate femininity, okay? The poorer a country is, the closer that men and women adhere to traditional gender roles. That's how to cultivate femininity. Look, man, men have done such a good job civilizing America that women honestly believe they don't need us. Yep, Georgios says they dress up flaws as merits. That's exactly right.
What you're saying is true, right?
It is.
Okay. Who you blame for that?
I mean, I guess women are supposed to teach women how to be women, right?
I literally have to stop you there because
So men have to teach women how to be women?
No, I'm going to tell you why you feel that women are in this like masculine energy, and it's because the men are so feminine. I'm going to tell you the other day I went on a date.
Well, don't get mad at me.
No, I'm going to tell you because I'm going to tell you.
You're talking to that guy, not me.
No, because I'm going to tell you that right now men here are so feminine, and so it gives us no choice but to be in that masculine energy because it's like they want to wear the tiara all of a sudden, and it's like me, I like to be submissive to my man. I believe in the hierarchy of the home. I like my man to be at the peak. I want to serve you. I want to love you, and I love that. But the way that the men are now, they're so in their princess energy that it doesn't let us be the feminine person. On my date, I went over to go hang out with a friend, and we were there, and then he's like, oh, I'm hungry. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, we're in your house. Like, make something to eat. Like, he's looking at me. He's looking at my phone.
You're in your house. Make something to eat. Okay.
Like, I'm not going to Postmate you something to eat. I'm not hungry. You can Postmate yourself something to eat. Oh, let's go to a food truck. Okay. We go to the food truck, and I don't even want to eat anything. And he orders his food. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't want to eat anything. The lady takes out the little kiosk, and the man walks backwards away and leaves me there at the little kiosk to pay. And I'm just there like, bro, what is this? So I'm just like, are you leaving?
That's cap. That's cap. That makes no sense. Why would a man expect a woman to pay? Like, dude, some of these stories are ridiculous. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Like, seriously. Like, a man goes up and orders food from a food truck and then backs up so you can pay?
Me here to pay for your food? I'm not even hungry at this point. So it's like, this was your idea. And so off that, I have kind of fed this idea.
So here we go. So what she's doing, guys, is she is blaming the state of women on men. Right? We're masculine because men are feminine. Okay, yeah, men are definitely not as masculine as they used to be. They're definitely much more feminine. But you still have a choice, right? Nobody controls the way you act. Okay, so men are effeminate. So does that mean you have to be masculine? No. Be feminine so that you can attract a masculine man. But women never want to take accountability for the way they act or the things they do. So, yeah. Well, I would say that, the same goes for men.
Idea that masculine men don't exist anymore. And I don't know if it's because women are so feminine or what, but it's like, I want to be in my feminine energy. I want to submit myself. But how am I supposed to submit to a princess? Like, absolutely not.
No, why did you even go on a date with this guy? Because, listen, I can go down the...
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Why in the world would she go out on a date with this guy? And while on the date, he actually makes her pay. This doesn't make any sense. I don't buy her story. If he backs up expecting her to pay, why doesn't she just say no? You wanted to eat. You were hungry. This was your idea. You pay. Unbelievable. Yeah, dude.
A list of a million homies of mine that wouldn't expect a girl to pay, much less a fucking $12 food truck.
Straight up.
So how would this even come about?
How this came about was, well, I have kids, so this person has been asking me to hang out for the longest, and it was the day before I got my kids, so I was just like, fine, like, we'll hang out. We were supposed to watch one of the games.
It was a pity hangout.
Not really. Before I got my kids, so I was just like, fine, like, we'll hang out. We were supposed to watch one of the games.
It was a pity hangout.
Not really.
Oh, that means yes. It was a pity hangout. It was a pity hangout. This is a dude that she has in the friend zone, and you can tell by the smile on her face that Adam's right. This is a dude she had in the friend zone. She was bored. I guess Jimmy Butler or whoever she's, banging at the time wasn't available. She's like, all right, well, fuck it. I'll hang out with this guy.
I don't know. I'm in my celibate era, so I don't know. I guess.
Oh my God. 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 Dude. Oh my goodness. Dude. Did this bitch really just say she's in her celibate year? Oh my God.
It was a pity hangout.
Not really. I don't know. I'm in my celibate era, so I don't know. I guess.
Celibate era.
Stop the cap.
Guys, women are never celibate. They're never celibate. Women are never not smashing somebody. They're always sleeping with somebody. Ay.
Guess we had
CJ in the 562 says, pay attention to the part she says later. Okay, no spoilers, guys, no spoilers.
been talking, and maybe I thought my
I'm gonna delete your message, CJ, in the 562. I'm not gonna time you out, but no spoilers. I'm gonna delete the. Yeah, I gotta remove that. There we go. There it is. I just don't want any spoilers.
celibate era was going to end, and I was like, I'm going over there. So I went over there, and I was excited. And
Wait,
had
what?
been talking, and maybe I thought my celibate era was going to end, and I was like, I'm going over there. So I went over there, and I was excited. And then we're just sitting there, and the man's just complaining that he's hungry the whole time. I'm like, okay.
So she's celibate, but she was going to make an exception for this guy.
So what do you want me to do?
What is your celibate era?
No sexy time.
How long has that been going on?
I can't disclose. I can't disclose that.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Week.
Yeah.
No.
Can I
Celibate
ask you
era.
something?
Okay.
If you're making money, why would you want a guy to pay? Because
If-
you're already making money, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm making money, but I think that
Oh, there's the masculine. If you're making money, why would you want a guy to pay? Because this is what men are supposed to do. If I can go buy a professional to handle my needs as a man, then why do I need a girlfriend?
people
Jesus.
think that, or at least men, maybe that's where the masculine feminine thing comes into play. It's like, if you know that a woman is making money, then it's like, well, then I'm gonna let her pay. Mind you, I've been in relationships with people that were multimillionaires, and I would always be like, well, no, let's go 50-50, or like, I got
Oh, she's been in relationships with multimillionaires. Oh boy. No, you have not. See, this is what women like her mislead us into thinking. Oh, no. You're not in relation. Look, having sex with a multimillionaire or an athlete or celebrity every time he's in town, that's not a relationship, boo. That's just an arrangement for sex. That is literally just an arrangement for sex. There is no, dude, there is absolutely no. I've been in relationships with multimillionaires. This single mother of 4 who is an OnlyFans model and 35 years old.
Stop the cap.
Nah, man. Nope. It doesn't count if you're just sleeping together.
you this time, or like, I'll pay my flight tickets. Like, don't worry about that. Like, I never wanted to be like, oh, poor me. But I feel like at the same time, these men, they see me and they know I have an OnlyFans, so they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna let her pay.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you pay if you make money? I feel like if you didn't make money, it would make more sense,
It's just
right?
being contrarian.
I think it's just
That's stupid.
energy. I think it's just the
Unfortunately,
energy.
There's nothing that's a bigger turnoff for women than seeing, like, than you having to reach into your pocket. Like, as soon as I feel like you're in your little celibate area, you were probably trying to get some action. As soon as you had to go reach into your purse
The vagina
to grab
dried
your
up.
credit card, I feel like your hoo-ha just dried up.
Yeah, I think I was just more in shock because it's like, I get it. If I would have wanted to eat as well, and I would have been like, let's go eat, let's go to the food truck. I don't want to Postmates. You're offering me things to eat, and I'm still saying no. If we get to the food truck and I order food as well, of course, I don't see how it would be so bad that I maybe pay for it. But this man, it was his idea. He wanted the food. He wanted the food truck. We get there, and why does he leave
Oh, she has 2 sons. Okay.
me at the kiosk to pay for his food?
So what happened after that?
I paid for his food.
Did the celibate era end?
No.
Why would you pay for his food? See, listen. Either she attracts losers or she's lying. Why in the world would she pay for this dude's food?
Oh, I got locked out.
And she slept with him.
No, we got tacos
I did
on my
not.
place.
No, I did not sleep with him. I ended up locked out of his
basically,
house with my magic wand.
He did the girl
and he
thing.
fell asleep.
He did the girl thing when girls just goes out to guys because they want a free dinner.
Pretty
Oh,
much,
yeah.
I
Pretty
guess.
much, that's pretty much what he did.
But-
He just did the reverse role.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he makes money too. I have never done that in my life. I have never expected a man to pay anything for me. I think that I don't even remember like any time that I'd be like, oh,
It sounds to me like she might have gotten finessed. Sounds to me like she might have gotten I mean, look, we can joke about that, but yeah, it's, you know.
okay, like you got it. Or like the waitress comes and she's like, oh, time to take the payment. I've never been like, oh, no, time to check my phone. Like, I'm not gonna make the payment. Like, I just kind of let it kind of naturally happen. And from what I've experienced, the men usually go and they do it, but I always offer. Maybe that's my downfall
You're too
too.
giving.
Yeah, I'm just like, I got it.
Let's go
I got
back
it.
to MLD's comment just so we can get
Sorry,
everything
I-
Okay.
He believes
Trauma
that
dump.
Low-key trauma dump right there.
Low-key trauma dump.
Yeah, it is.
I'll invoice you
It's
for
your
the
fault,
therapy
it's
later.
you.
I just elicited out.
Going back to MLD's comment that he believes that women in America are not as feminine as they used to be or in other parts of the world, right?
Right. I agree with her about the
And she is 100%, he's right. He's right. He just sat here. So John just said that one of the main differences between Japan and the United States is that women they're more masculine than any other, brand of woman in the world. And what happens right after that? We got Melina talking about, well, if you make money, why wouldn't you pay? And then, of course, this bitch paid for a loser's meal. Masculine energy. They just verify what MLD said right there.
feminine guys.
Okay, so ladies, panel, let's go around here. Do you think that women are more masculine in America today and men are more feminine? Is this something that you come across?
I would honestly say I agree.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Point to MLD.
But I don't think it's in like a horrible way. Like I don't think men being more feminine and women being more masculine is a bad thing. Because like I train hard in the gym. Some people could claim that's masculine. I'm wearing sneakers. Some people could say that.
No. Just because you train hard in the gym does not make you masculine. Okay? That's not what we're talking about. Devin trains hard in the gym. She's anything but masculine. She wears sneakers. That's not masculine.
Masculine.
No,
you know, so definitely there's like
I'm talking attitude, persona,
Thank you.
character, how you hold yourself.
Easily confused with like a strong woman being like a strong woman versus being like, oh, she's acting masculine because she's strong.
Gotcha.
So I think it could get like mixed.
Angela, I know that you've talked about this topic endlessly. What are your thoughts?
I do agree that I think that men are a lot more feminine nowadays and women are quote unquote masculine, but it's not because they want to, it's just like for her situation. I mean, these guys scream all day long about how they want to lead a relationship and then you lead her down this alley where she's paying by herself. So you had a moment.
Yeah, but guess what? You chose that guy. You chose that guy. You not only chose that guy, you actually allowed him to finesse you. You actually paid. Unbelievable.
There to do what you need to do as a man, but you chose not to because you probably thought she was like a booty call or something, which you could have just been honest. Honestly, it would have just been more transactional.
I'm out here trying to end this girl's celibate era out here. You won't even pay for some goddamn tacos, Enrique. Get it together.
Where did you meet this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, we had gone out a couple times.
Well, where'd you meet him? Like out, Hinge?
Oh, okay.
No, man, TikTok.
On a dating app, are you crazy? TikTok. Stop. That's where
Blazanity with the $5 super chat says, I'm celibate. Translation. The guy or type of guy I want is not available at this time. I'll try again later. Yep. 100%.
TikTok DMs?
No, not TikTok DMs. It was kind of like, I don't know, my TikTok likes to do this thing where they like set me up and they like tag people or whatever and then...
This bitch is acting like she had nothing to do. So this bitch was just acting like she was minding her own business and this guy just swooped in. This guy just swooped in and just blew her up. So she was forced to go out with him. Come on, man.
I don't know, we just
say I was attracted to him. That's why I went out with him.
kind of stumbled across each other because he's a dad too and like a mom too, and it just
Here
kind
we
of
go.
flowed.
Here
And
we
then I
go.
DM'd him. I love DMing. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. I guess it's kind of
there we
masculine
go.
energy.
You hit him up first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh, Naylene.
There it is.
You slid in his DM?
Yeah.
How tall was he?
Feminine, he's tall.
Yeah, she was thirsty. She was thirsty. He finessed her, guys.
Yeah, I knew it.
I know, but look, that's I guess the masculine energy that we're talking about. It's like women have to go and like take their shot because it's like these men won't. I don't know how many times like.
The reason why men won't is because women are fucking bitches, number one. Number two, actually talking to women that you are sexually interested in is not only shamed, it's almost being legislated against. Street harassment statutes, being able to retroactively withdraw consent, like all of these things are real concerns.
Like, I've been DMing someone for a while and then they like never ask me for my number or they're like, here's my Snapchat. I'm like, bro, am I like 20 years old? Absolutely not. I'm gonna snap you. Like, here's my number.
Is that because you're intimidating? You've got millions of Instagram, millions of TikTok. I feel like that could be intimidating for a guy.
Here we go.
Like, I don't think I have a chance with this girl. Then you slide in the DM.
But that's a guy being more feminine.
Exactly.
That's right. Word to the wise out there. Melina, let's see those guns again real quick. We should have, my Jesus. Honestly speaking,
Yeah.
who's stronger, you or Destiny?
I think we're about the same, but for me as a woman, I'm probably stronger.
Okay.
Right.
Destiny is stronger than Molina, guys. Destiny might be effeminate, he might be a switch hitter, but he is still a man. He is still a man. And I'll tell you what, my girl Devin would, not that she ever would, but if push came to shove and she had to fight Molina, I'm trying to tell you guys, Devin would destroy her. Devin would destroy, dude. Devin is physically the strongest woman I've ever met in my life. Like, Devin has real world strength. Real world strength. Like, really, really real world strength. She would flatten this chick.
And you said that you protect him.
Yeah.
Okay, so this whole
And we
conversation.
protect each other. That's what we do.
That's
of course,
fine.
We're fighting together.
No doubt he could protect you intellectually all day, every day.
Oh, what
and on
does
video
that
games.
mean?
I think he's very smart.
Yeah, so
and
I'm not?
opinionated
Does that
and
mean-
loud.
are you telling me that I'm
talkative.
stupid?
Is what?
Are you calling me stupid?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh no, Molina is not stupid. This bitch managed to get a ring and a green card from a guy who doesn't mind if she sleeps with other men, and he's a millionaire. Look, man, say what you want about Molina, she won. She won. I mean, yeah, she did.
You're stronger than him. He's smarter than you.
You think so?
I
wouldn't say so.
All right. Well, let's mud wrestle for the. But this conversation about women being more masculine, men being more feminine.
Yeah, I don't look, man. I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe it's because I try to be as authentic as possible. But like, I'm just not into flirt. Listen, this one thing I can say about Certain is that he doesn't really flirt with his guests, but I'm not really on board with flirting with all of your guests.
How do you process this as a relationship?
I think that all women here are probably really happy that we're living in the time that we are, because if we were living 100 years back, we would probably not be sitting here. So I'm thinking just because we gotten a lot more
Well, no, you would not be sitting there. You'd be in the kitchen.
chances to be masculine, taking more space, having a job, like having jobs that gets a lot of money. I think it's perfectly fine for some men in that case to be a little bit more feminine, or they're just going to be on the same level as women. So I don't really see the idea of guys should keep paying even though the woman might be making more money or equally as much. I don't really see that at all. And I think
yeah, but here's the problem, Melina. Women don't stay with guys who don't make as much as they do. Yeah, guys, I'm OCD. Women don't stay with guys who don't make as much as they do, right? This is why you don't take relationship advice from women. Unbelievable. This is Jesus.
I think it's a lot better that we're also on the same level because it doesn't create this like power dynamics, right? Like if you go to another country that's more poor, or they would get like the first ticket to the U.S. to get a citizenship if they wanted to. Of course, they're gonna come with you and act submissive. So that's like.
See, here we go. Here we go. When you go to a country that's poor, of course you're going to get submission. Well, that's the idea, Melina. That's the idea. So Melina likes living in a society that is run by men, but not really in charge of by men.
Kind of how I see it. When there's men that go to other places because the women are too much and they're too independent and they make way too much money, of course they're going to go and try to find someone else if they feel insecure about themselves that they can't handle a woman that's a little bit more dominant, like in life.
Oh, here we go. So now we're insecure because we can't handle a woman that's a little more dominant. No. Women who are dominant, Melina, are gross. It's not attractive. It's not like we don't look at a woman who's dominant and makes more money and say, "Ooh, I'm scared." No, we think, "Ew, ew." Melina's clearly attractive, but dude, she's masculine as fuck. She's masculine as fuck. That's not. No.
So I hear what you're saying, but then if you apply the laws of hypergamy, which is basically the act of dating up, and it's been socioeconomically proved forever.
People date each other in
but
each other's
what will
spaces.
happen is that all the women who are making more money will only go in search of the men who are making the most money. And we've seen the stats out there. I'm sure we can pull it up.
But guys, I've said this for years. The more money, status, clout, stuff that a woman attains, the further she shrinks her pool of potential suitors, because women don't seek their equal. They seek their superior. Melina's not with Destiny on accident. Destiny makes more money than she does. That's one of the main reasons she's with him, clearly.
The top 10% of dudes are getting all the play out there, all of it, me and MLD included. Then the middle half of guys, they're lucky if they get something. And then the bottom third of guys are getting nothing.
I think people use...
No, I'm using stats right now.
Here we go. I don't think that's true. Now we're starting to find out why Destiny says what he says. Osric with a $5 super chat says, "We live in an age where employed women admit to celebrate foodie scams. Does paying for a first date make you a sucker?" Right, exactly. It's ridiculous. It's almost like they want to be finessed.
So
I think we can look up stats like where people date each other and stuff. So people usually date people at work or like in school or stuff like that. It's not necessarily like if we're in Miami, it's going to be a bit different because of course it's going to be women from all over the world that flies to Miami to find these rich guys.
Yes.
But it's not going to be necessarily that case if you go to like Sweden, like where I grew up, right? It's probably not going to be the same thing because people
yeah, but Sweden's a fucking dumpster fire, Melina.
Date each other at workplaces or school. That's usually how it goes.
In Sweden, everyone makes the same amount of money for the most part. In America,
I mean,
because of free market capitalism, there's a wide range of financial stability here. So you have to date someone at work. Oftentimes, it's the secretary banging the CEO.
Okay, so
she ain't banging the janitor.
Would you go to like, say you go to Nebraska and you go to some random Starbucks at a mall?
She did not hear what he said. Adam just made a very good point. She's banging the CEO. She's not banging the janitor.
Would you look for girls there?
Yes.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
So would you
she ain't banging the janitor.
Would you go to like, say you go to Nebraska and you go to some random Starbucks at a mall? Would you look for girls there?
Yes.
Yeah,
you
sure.
would?
I
would.
Of course.
Really?
I mean, I don't go to Nebraska, but if I do, if I go to a
Starbucks, try to
Starbucks.
find girls. That's what I think you do. I don't think you like try to like go to like find some random girl. I don't think that's the case, and I don't think that most girls that work at Starbucks in some random state goes to like Dubai to like find men. It's not like we fly them out.
No, she's hot enough. She will be flown out.
Oh yes, sir. See, again, her and Destiny, I don't believe. That's not like just because you say you don't think or you say you don't believe. That doesn't mean that it's not true. Like, just because you don't believe something doesn't mean it's not true.
No doubt. They will find you.
It's not all women that's looking for someone that's like super rich or like Leonardo DiCaprio. That's not reality.
See, there it is. The other, wow, these two are the same. They're the peas in a pod. She's talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. Already go with the extreme example.
Agree with her too.
It's not reality.
I'm from Tampa. Before moving here, this scene, this media stuff, like hearing women getting flown out like to Dubai and all that, like that wasn't a thing in Tampa. There's like a small nightlife group of girls that did that, but for the
Here we go. A small group of girls. If it was such a small group of girls, how did you find out about it? Huh? How did you, if this were such a small group of girls, how did you find out about the small group of girls that got flown out to Dubai? Yeah, interesting.
Majority time, like I've never heard of that. That was rare.
Yeah, but let me give you a counter argument. The girls in Tampa might not be getting flown out to Dubai,
Okay.
but I guarantee you they're getting flown out to Miami.
Yeah, like
I guarantee you they're getting
every
a trip to
single girl?
Orlando.
Every
So
single
it's
girl.
just-
See, here we go. Every single, no, nobody said every single girl. See, here's the thing. Every single girl, that's a bad argument. I don't know what percentage of girls are getting flown out to wherever, but I do know this. A disproportionate amount of women are getting flown out. So much so that we're actually talking about it. Like, miss me with this, have you talked to every woman? Those are disingenuous arguments. No, not every single girl is flown out, Melina. You know that.
It's about leveling up for these girls.
Every single girl, you think they've gone to Miami to sleep with people? Every single girl in the States or in the world? No. That's
just
rare.
they're
People
flocking
date-
to where the fun and the money
reality
is.
is that people date within their area. That's what they do.
Traditionally, yeah.
No. People don't date within their area. Not girls, anyway. Men date within their area. Women don't. Women get on Instagram and they date dudes on Instagram. Instagram is the most popular dating site in the. It's the most widely used dating app in the world. Real shit.
Yes. But now, since the advent of the internet and dating apps and TikTok out here,
hold on, so what
you can
percentage-
holler at any
I'm
girl you want in the
curious-
world.
I'm curious, what percentage of women do you think gets flown out to Dubai or Miami to sleep with
The
rich
hottest,
men?
most
No,
elite.
I have no idea what the percentage is, but I do know this: enough of them get flown out to the point. Enough of them get flown out to where we know about it. Look, man. If it were that, if let's just say 1%, just 1% of all women over the age of 18 were getting flown out to Dubai, 1%, we wouldn't be talking about it. Hell, if it was 5%, wouldn't be talking about it. If it was 10%, might get some grumblings, probably an urban legend. But enough of them do to the point to where we know about it. Listen, girls post stuff on Instagram all the time. I have no idea why women have not figured out that posting a boat picture or posting a picture that shows them in Dubai automatically means
she belongs to the streets.
They do not figure it out. They look at this as a status symbol. They don't post these things for men. They post these things for each other.
What percentage are women? What percentage of women in the U.S. do you think?
Maybe 10%. Maybe
10%.
Maybe.
You think 10% gets flown out? 10%?
I'm not saying Dubai. I'm saying they get plucked. They get plucked from whatever little town they're in, and they go to the next biggest town. Dude, you have no idea. I'm using Miami as an example.
Yeah.
I meet so many girls. It's like, I go to school in Tallahassee, and a guy brought me down to Tallahassee. That's in Florida. They get plucked out of their little college town. Boom. I partied with 10 girls this weekend.
10 girls.
That were,
But
that were down here.
Miami's like the
Here
worst
we
example.
go.
Like Miami's a worse example.
Yeah, but this is where we're located. So
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. It
people
doesn't
go.
project to the rest of the 7 billion people in the States.
yeah, I'm not worried about what's going on in Sweden. I don't know what's going on in that
But you're
socialist
worried-
country.
you're talking
I'm worried about
about
what's going on
Miami
in South Florida and big cities
Yeah,
around
but
the
you
world.
didn't, like, you
Big
can't
cities.
say, you can't
Melina,
draw
hold
everything
on,
under one,
Melina,
you know?
so what point are you trying to make?
Yeah, I'm confused.
You know
Yeah,
what
what
I'm
are you trying to make,
saying?
Melina?
The population of females don't like try to find some guy that's like super, super rich. That's just not happening.
No, but
that's
they
just not the case.
See, she argues just like Destiny.
look for a guy that is usually better than them.
No, they
Yes.
usually date in the same area. That's what people do.
No, that's just not true.
Of course it is.
I don't care
No,
about that kind of
it's
stuff. I've never
not
cared about
true.
money, social status, anything. To be honest, I've been like the sugar mama in most of my relationships, and
Ooh, that's not good.
I still try to maintain my femininity and be submissive and
But
what
you
you want,
can't
what you
be.
need, and nurture and love, and still be the sole moneymaker. And imagine I'm a
can't
mom,
do
I do
that.
that already for my kids. Like I would love to be taken care of, but not in a financial way. There's nothing like money doesn't fulfill me in any kind of way other than, yeah, it's great. I get to live a certain life. I have experiences. But to be honest, I would give away my social media and delete it for life if I found someone real and I can love someone and submit to them. So I just...
This is real shit. This is real shit right here, guys. She is telling the truth. She's telling the truth. She is telling the truth. She knows the streets are cold. She knows. That's why she's desperate. That's why she's getting finessed by dudes on TikTok. They know she's a sugar mama.
just think that it's like the evolution of humans. Like women have to become more masculine because the men have become more feminine, and we're just somewhere in the middle, and it's kind of lost, I feel.
Can I ask you a question? How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay. You look fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
And you have 2 kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
How long was your...
No, go ahead. I'm okay.
So, like, your previous...
Amused mastery.
Relationship, was it with the children? Were you married and all that?
Yeah, I was married to, my baby daddy.
For how long were you married?
3 years, and then he cheated on me.
Mhm.
And then my youngest son was an oops. Oops, don't put that in there. Oh, God.
Yeah, translation. She had a one-night stand.
The best oops. He was the best oops. Obviously, I don't believe in ripping him out, so
Yeah,
I'm very happy that I made the choice because they're my best friends in the whole entire world. But yeah,
That's cool. And then how?
do
And
you
then
think you should have divorced?
Hold on. How long were you dating him before you got married? Because
Yeah,
you were
all
married for
throughout
3
high
years.
school.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How long was that whole relationship then?
Probably 5 years. But then he cheated on me with my cousin, my blood cousin. Yeah.
God. Yeah,
Yep,
whatever.
so, I mean, he was cheating.
Dude, girls do worse. Law number 37 of the 49 Laws of Sharpe specifically states, dude, never feel sorry for a woman who gets finessed. Never feel sorry for a woman who gets used, abused, cheated on, dumped, whatever. Because anything a girl complains that a guy did to her, she's done that same thing to 36 men. Don't feel sorry for these hoes. And Angela still hasn't crossed her legs.
On me throughout the
You know what? The fact that she hasn't crossed her legs, that is a woman who cannot cross her legs for an extended period of time. That is indicative of a woman who is overweight, y'all. That is indicative of a woman who is overweight. She has a semi-attractive face.
the relationship.
Is he Dominican?
No, he's Cuban.
Cuban.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Okay, listen, if you're seeing this, John, we're good. We're friends. Everything's cordial.
Good.
PG.
Sounds good.
He's married, has kids. Like, everything's great. We're cool. But yeah, that's what happened to me.
And how long have you been single now since that?
Ooh. Well, no, that's a long time ago. I was like 19.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm 34 now. I've had a couple relationships since then.
Okay.
So it's been 15 years. This woman has been on the carousel for 15 years.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And Aileen, just to be clear, what kind of guy are you looking for now?
To be honest, I just want to nurture and love someone, and I guess someone that will kind of take a couple years back with me, and like I want to be the woman of the household. I want to be like taking care of children and all that stuff. To be honest, I just got out of a really horrible relationship. It was just trending on some new stuff because TikTok, I talk about all my things. But basically, I was with someone for a couple years, and I also met him in high school. But we got
Wait, also met him in high school? Well, she was a hoe.
together, and oh gosh, it's very traumatic. This is trauma dump.
Do
But
it.
I don't wish this
Dump
on my
on me.
worst enemy in the whole entire world. But I was in a really long relationship with one of his really good friends, and that's kind of where I found myself, and I found who I am and my worth as a person. Even if I had OnlyFans and stuff, I kind of always went to sleep feeling like I was a worthless piece of shit. So being in a relationship with that person like made me realize my worth. And so I'm very grateful for that. But then I got into a situation with someone that I went to high school with. He actually took my virginity at 15 years old. And so we rekindled again. But
Wait.
then I got into a situation with someone that I went to high school with. He actually took my virginity at 15 years old. And so we rekindled again because he does music and produces and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, so whatever. We got into a relationship. I was with him for a while. He moved me into his house. He
How
just
long was
bought
that
a house.
relationship for?
I would say like 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's my lucky number. But yeah, he moved me into his house. I ended up getting pregnant. I was pregnant with a baby girl. I was 4 months pregnant, had the gender reveal and everything. And then I ended up losing the baby.
Oh.
And then he basically, I was still bleeding from the miscarriage. And a couple weeks later, he tells me that he didn't want to be with me anymore because he didn't want to be a father or a husband and he wasn't living his truth. So that was the last relationship I was in. So I think I've kind of been a punching bag when it comes to...
That's funny as shit. He said he wasn't living his truth. How's it feel, ladies? Huh? How's it feel? I swear to God, man, when the script gets flipped, bitches don't like it.
like love.
When
I've-
did that finish?
Yeah, January.
Okay, so it's pretty fresh.
Yeah, pretty fresh. But it's crazy. Like my heart has been through so much, and I still want something real. So when I mean to tell you, like I really don't care about financial status or anything. I care about height more than I care about money or financial
How
status.
tall are you?
5'4.5".
Oh,
no,
fucking
but that's
Jesus
just a
Christ.
joke. That's just a joke. No, it's very funny. No, but
Interesting. Now that she's 34 and has 2 children, now money doesn't matter. Right? This is making her necessity a virtue, like someone said in the chat. She now knows that she can no longer attract the men that she wants, so she has lowered her standards. But she still wants the tall guy. Yep, buy a dog and die alone.
What the French toast?
Tell him, Kevin.
that's
My
the
friend
truth.
wasn't very short.
No, he wasn't short.
But before this trauma dump continues, let's
yeah, sorry guys.
it's all good. We love you. I want to go back to our initial conversation. I want to get used to weigh in on this. You're basically this whole conversation. This premise is you live in an Eastern society, Tokyo. Essentially, what we're realizing is in the West here in America is that men have become more feminine, women have become more masculine. Can I see those muscles one more time? Okay, Exhibit A, looking great. So, in your
Jesus,
opinion,
Melina.
where should men go in search of an ideal wife?
Yeah, Adam's flirting with Melina. He's gassing her up.
I don't know. It just depends on what you like. You know, it all depends on what you like. For me, I moved to Tokyo because I knew I was success oriented at the time, still am, but I knew it had the most amount of millionaires in the world in that city. So I knew just being near the money itself would help.
Oh, and I did not know that. I did not know that Tokyo has the most millionaires in the city. I didn't know that.
With my mindset, and then I don't know. It depends on where you want to go. Like,
But if being around successful people is tantamount to your success, I mean, you can move to New York, you can move here to Palm Beach. You
yeah,
can
but
go
then
to-
you're in fucking New York.
Okay, so again, it's not. You don't want to be in America. That's
No.
what you're saying.
No. I mean, I just wanted to get away from my friends. I wanted to rebuild just start a new version of me. And then like when I went there, I found out like how just incredibly feminine and submissive and awesome these women were in a modern time. Like, they're not like handcuffed to stoves everywhere in Japan. They're like normal women. They have jobs, they make salaries, they use iPhones, they have social media. They're not like these enslaved women that are just like walking down the street being beaten by men in carriages. And it's just funny to see like some women get really upset when guys just state a preference and then they automatically take a preference and reframe that as insecurity.
But you would have a very good perspective as to the biggest difference in what's happened. You were born in America, raised in America, Orlando area. You've been there for 5 years. You should have a good diagnosis. 8 years?
5 years in Tokyo.
Okay. You should have a good diagnosis of what the hell's going on here in America.
So when I come back here, it's just every time I come back to America, like, because I come in these like 6-month jumps, I just see like, I don't know, I just see things getting worse. Like, I went to Chipotle the other day in Santa Barbara, and it was just like trash everywhere, cups missing, ice machine spilled, stuff on the floor. Wow. The staff is out there laughing behind the counter. All the tables are dirty. And I'm like, what is this, a fucking zoo? Like, who's running this place? And then, you know, just like see the state of the country, homelessness. Like, Americans have like desensitized, like, oh, just step over that crackhead dying right there. Oh, yeah. On Monday morning. So just seeing all that, like, you know, people in Asia, Chinese people, Korean people, Japanese people, they're like, we don't want to visit America anymore. It's like too dangerous to see all the crazy shit. But we've just kind of grown desensitized to like this slow like deterioration of the country.
So
I mean,
what's your advice to men? Like, to make money, you know, you're famously said, make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame.
Yeah.
So are you an advocate of getting the fuck out of America? Are you saying go, you know, be a tourist and get a deeper perspective? Some people will say like, listen, MLD, like, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but I'm not moving to Tokyo, bro. So what would you say to those people?
They don't want it bad enough. They don't want it bad enough. That's really what it comes down to. Listen, if you don't want to, look, man, you will do whatever you will do whatever it is you need to do if you really want something. MLD made a decision a long time ago. He said, I want to get out of America. I'm going to separate myself from my loser friends. I'm going to go to a country that has more feminine women, and I'm going to build a life there.
Tell every guy, by default, you should be working on the core four. Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. I believe in a life of self-improvement. And I think that the average guy nowadays, especially in America, is a lazy fucking dork. Like, this, like the people in America in general need to get their shit together.
Oh my God. You think most dudes are just become lazy dorks?
Most men and women.
Look, check this out. Check this out. There's a reason why Ab and Preach have the following they do. There's a reason why they have that following. It's because they're losers, right? And losers identify with other losers. That's what it comes down to. Ab and Preach don't advocate for self-improvement. They just troll and do hit pieces. And listen, that's fine. That's how they make money. They're clearly good at it. They're clearly good at it. But guys like Ab, this is why we know we're in bad times right now. Because losers like Abba and Preach, dude, one guy got milked, the other is married to a land whale. And they've got 2 million followers on YouTube who exalt and praise these guys. Dude, if YouTube were around 100 years ago, those guys would be laughed off of social media. What are you talking about? Why are you marrying a land whale? And why are you letting a woman stick her fingers in your bunghole to make you orgasm? The people who have gained notoriety, is a very good it's a very good indicator of the kind of country that we're in now.
It's both, women. Yes, it's both sides of the coin. You know? So when I come back here, I just see a lot of entitlement. I see a lot of people not working hard at like all the like greatness that America offers. Like, if you're poor in America after the age of 30, 35, and you're a man, like, you played your cards wrong. There's
100%. 100%. I have always said this. There is no excuse for you to be homeless in America. None. We're a first world country, man. We have endless resources, endless programs.
There's some way to climb to the top in America. I saw these Colombians selling cheeseburgers out of a fucking truck since 2009 in Orlando, Florida. That would go after the nightclub and buy cheeseburgers from these people. These people grinded for like fucking 8 years. Now they have 3 locations in store. They have mobile food trucks as well. I think it's called Junior Colombian Cheeseburger. I watch these Colombian people grind, selling cheeseburgers to drunk people for like multiple years in a row. So when I see like people in America like, oh, I can't get ahead, I can't do this, I can't do that, I just think, I'm sorry, I think you're fucking lazy. Especially me. I grew up in abject poverty. Like, every poverty marker, I grew up in that shit. And I elevated myself to, you know, the upper levels of success.
Yeah, this is what I really admire about John. This is what I really admired about John, man. This dude grew up, guys, and he's told me the details of his upbringing. Dude, when John says he grew up dirt poor, there's no exaggeration. Like, John grew up in just about grew up in squalor. man. Like, he clawed his way out of poverty to become the man he is today.
And so I didn't have a dad doing it. I had no support. I had no rich white family. Nothing. No rich Jewish family. Nothing.
You gotta get one of those.
I'm on the market. Will they adopt me?
Yeah, you're my son now.
I want to live.
When you hear this, when you hear him basically saying that most men and even most women are just lazy dorks.
Yep.
You know, you're from Lithuania. I don't know how it is in your country. What's your perspective here in South Florida?
Honestly, I can totally agree with that, especially having immigrant parents. Like, my mom worked 3 jobs to like provide a living for us, and especially I grew up without a dad. Like, she was a single mom raising 2 kids, working all the time, and so I guess I kind of got that like ambition and that drive because one of my biggest
that explains everything. Raised by single mom. There we go.
goals in life is to like make sure that my
MLD, man, you just missed me waxing poetic about my admiration for you.
My mom is able to retire and doesn't have to lift a finger anymore. So I think a lot of Americans' goals in life is to like make sure that my mom is able to retire and doesn't have to lift a finger anymore. So I think because without a dad, like she was a single mom raising 2 kids, working all the time, and so I guess I kind of got that like ambition and that drive because one of my biggest goals in life is to like make sure that my mom is able to retire and doesn't have to lift a finger anymore.
And how exactly are you going to do that, Guste? By being an administrative assistant? By being a secretary? No. The two quickest ways, or the 2 most effective ways for women to get rich is, number 1, become a sex worker. And there are clearly no guarantees there, but if you're good enough at OnlyFans, then... And number 2 is marry a rich guy and divorce him. Like, I think the 10 richest women in the world, I think like 7 or 8 of them are rich simply because of their divorce.
So I think a lot of Americans especially grow up kind of entitled because they don't see their parents necessarily go through like a struggle, and they kind of just have things handed off to them. And so a lot of people don't really have that drive or ambition to do better, and they kind of live in like a victim mentality where it's like, oh, this is happening to me, and poor me, instead of like kind of looking at the silver lining and trying to just do better for themselves.
I'm sorry, is Guste actually making sense here? Holy shit, what a difference a year makes.
I see you nodding. A lot of lazy dorks.
Yeah, I agree with everything that she said.
Look at all the fat people. Like, everybody's so
No, not that. I don't agree with that.
Fat lazy dorks.
Nope, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with what?
Oh, here we go. He mentioned the fat word.
I'll push an envelope on that.
That what?
It's not about weight, it's about mentality. It's about...
I feel like weight is part of being
Weight
lazy.
is absolutely tied to mentality.
I know a lot of skinny people that are lazy, so no, weight has nothing to do with it. It's, to me...
No. I know a lot of skinny people who are lazy. Okay, that's fine, but listen, not all lazy people are fat, but all fat people are lazy. Guys, let me repeat that. Not all lazy people are fat, but all fat people are fucking lazy. That's the one thing they have in common. They're lazy as hell, and they do not want to work out. Hell no.
It's about demeanor, and it's about, yes, like, I also grew up with an immigrant family and parents that I had to see them struggle. I grew up with nothing. Literally, like, I had like 8 brothers and sisters, and we all had to scramble. Like, it was really hard times, and I think that's now why I value my time so much, especially with my kids. Like, I feel like I'm a sacrifice to changing the narrative in my family structure because I'm sacrificing. I am also a nurse. And I'm not working that 9-to-5 job because I want to be present in my kids' life. So I'm sacrificing the fact that I have to show my tits online so I can get time with my kids and I can be present in their life.
Oh, for crying out loud. Here we go. Now, again, making our necessity a virtue. I have 2 kids to feed, so I have to show my tits online. Okay, that's fine. Just understand that actions have consequences. Choices have consequences.
Life. So yeah, I would love to someday not have to do OnlyFans and show my tits to everybody and make some money. And I would love to just be in the house and raise a family and be
Well, you can. And you could have. But you chose otherwise.
Proactive in that sense. But it's like, I feel like everyone, like you guys said, they're just so entitled nowadays, and I just don't think that that's going to happen anytime soon with anyone anymore.
Well, we're definitely going to come back to those tits online in a second, so just hold that thought. Angela, were you born in Vietnam or no?
No, I'm born here.
But your parents are born there.
Yeah.
What have you learned about your parents' work ethic versus what you learned here in America? Or seen here in America?
Yeah, I would agree that, yes, Americans are entitled, but at the same time, there's so many opportunities here, and I think that it's not that you're lacking opportunities, it's you're ignorant, and I think that people want to just pick up and flock the minute things get a little tough in America.
All right, I'm going to skip ahead.
I lived experiencing the freedom. In Boundaries, No Boundaries is a recipe for absolute self-destruction. And then we have Bethune-Cookman ground speakers again. Gustique, not Clout.
Guste.
To make it in the description box. I didn't get that one. Then we have Uncle Luke again. Shout out to MLD. I know you can't wait to be back around real lovely ladies back in Japan. Men self-improve and go where you're appreciated. Then we have Marcellus Wallace. How do we enter for the
Marcellus Wallace, Jesus.
I'd love to see you live. Again, at $5 super chat, and then every time you super chat $5 and more, we'll put you in the wheel, and then at the end, we'll pick a certain winner.
Oh, I like this Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, Wheel of Names.
2 tickets to the Fresh and Fit live podcast here at the Saucecast.
That's going to
be
be
Valuetainment Studios. This will be June 2nd, Friday night.
Yeah, MLD said all the women agreed with me. Yeah, like, I mean, dude, when you have women agreeing with you, man, You're a Jedi at that point.
Let's do it. All right.
Then
Anything
we
else,
have-
Nat?
Yeah, I got a few more. Let me just.
Oh,
skip through
okay.
them,
Sorry
right?
about that. Kind of seemed like you're.
Then we
I
have
don't
marriage.
care.
Gotta get a your life.
Sorry.
That money.
Save that money. And then we have extra. And they end up living from their cars. The number causes for other ones. Because they're super in the episode. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. And I think there's about 1,500 people watching live on YouTube right now. Thank you guys for being here.
I say I missed a few, but I'll read them at the end. So don't worry.
Read those at the end.
Of
Okay.
course you
I want
will.
to get through 2 stories here because we got about a half hour left, and then I want to spend some time doing the Wheel of Fortune and, of course, the happy ending at the end, so people win some free tickets to this. So I want to talk about some daddy issues.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I've had some father issues in my life, but I don't know if it's applicable to men. I don't know. But we talked about the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Oh, yes. It absolutely is an issue for men. It is absolutely an issue for men, man. Like, dude, fathers keep boys out of prison. They keep boys out of prison, girls off stripper poles. Dr. Durden with the $10 super chat says, how the women got in that room were born with at least semi-attractive looks. How the men got in that room became millionaires. There you go. Look, man, the Fresh and Fit boat party was awesome. And there were girls everywhere. Not one of them paid. Not that they could. Not that they could pay, right?
That girl clearly has some daddy issues. But here's an article that I would like to highlight and have you, lovely women, be vulnerable for a second. You let us know your actual opinions on this. And MLD will be the judge of you guys right now. I think I like that
boy.
right there.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
So here are the 6 signs of daddy issues, if we can pull this up real quick.
I'm gonna put up 6 fingers just so I can go down.
Yes.
The list.
Okay. So before we do, how about this? Just go down the list here, if you would. In a sentence or less, describe your relationship with your father.
Ooh.
Non-existent.
Sounds like a recipe for some daddy issues. I don't know. Angela?
I don't have a dad, but I have a father figure. I don't know if that counts. So.
Judge, does that count?
How long has he been with you?
Since I was like 14.
Okay. How old are you now?
28.
Judge authorized it. It counts. No daddy right there. Naylene, what's your relationship like with your father?
The best.
The
I love
best.
my dad so much. Yeah.
And he's aware that you do OnlyFans.
Yeah, he wears a shirt that says subscribe to my daughter's OnlyFans.
How much commission does he get for his
Nothing. We were
referrals?
able to raise money with Playboy for his
Oh my
kidney
God.
transplant that he ended up not getting, but kidney care. So, tits for kidneys.
Respect to your dad out there.
Dude. That's all right, Dr. Durden. I got you. No big deal. I got you. Any father who is okay with their daughter doing sex work, okay, to me, that's a sick individual, man. To me, that's a sick individual. How in the world can you, and she has what she thinks is a great relationship with her father, but her relationship with her father, her father may as well be a single mother. No father is okay with their daughter being a sex worker. Unless the father doesn't really give a shit.
Lena, what's your relationship like with your dad?
We're best friends.
Besties.
We're very good, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
and he knows
always
about
This is all cap.
all your sexual escapades and all your nonsense. He's cool with it.
I don't think I do much sexual stuff online. I'm just talking very crazy. But I mean,
Well, you talk about some of the
yeah,
stuff
I do,
you do,
but
yeah.
all sweets do. Like we're very.
Okay, so
we
sweets
do.
are very
We're very like
out
that.
there,
Yeah,
okay.
I grew up with like TV shows where they had sex and shit. It's like not a big deal. It's European. Yeah.
Welcome to Sweden. Lithuania?
I would say my father was very absent in most of my life. We did rekindle recently, so it's very much like surface level conversations up to this.
Well, there we go. Look, this explains everything. This explains why Guste is this explains why she was this angry feminist who thinks everything is Epar. Like, dude, what's your relationship like with your father? That tells you, I don't want to say it tells you all you need to know, but it tells you a good amount.
Point. But I did want to add, like, I hate like daddy issues because it's kind of like framed on the woman, like, oh, like she has daddy issues, when clearly there's a larger problem of absentee fathers.
I agree.
Okay, but you're right. There is a larger problem of absentee fathers. That does not negate the fact that you have daddy issues. And listen, in her defense, it's not Guste's fault that her dad wasn't around. It's not her fault. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean I'm going to subject myself to the risk of being with someone who has daddy issues like her. All right? Listen, daddy issues are never the girl's fault. It's just not. Your father's a grown man. He's going to do and come and go as he pleases. But just because it's not your fault does not mean that I now have to clean up that mess. So you can be not okay with this daddy issues thing, but there's the feminist in her coming out. Well, I have daddy issues, but let's talk about absentee fathers. Listen, man, we talk about absentee fathers all the goddamn time. All the time. Matter of fact, we talk about deadbeat dads on the regular. But they're called daddy issues for a reason.
I think it's incumbent on men to fucking raise their kids. Totally understand.
Here we go.
Natalia, what's your relationship like with your father?
My relationship with my dad is great.
Stop the cap.
She said, my relationship with my dad is great. I don't buy that. Look how she says this.
What's your relationship like with your father?
My relationship with my dad is great.
Watch this. This is funny as hell. She says, my relationship with my dad is not great. Watch.
She has daddy
Watch her facial expressions.
issues when clearly there's a larger problem of absentee fathers.
I agree.
A larger problem of absentee fathers. King Life just nailed it. Says Gustay's mom is probably intolerable. This is the thing. When women talk about, pardon me, when women talk about absentee fathers, what they conveniently leave out is the reason why he left. Now, are there stories of men just making babies and just being out of people's lives? Hey, look, absolutely. There are legit deadbeat dads out there, right? But there's also a very large number of single mothers who became single mothers by choice. They become single mothers by choice. My husband, or my I'm a single mom and my husband left, my boyfriend left, my baby daddy left. Really, why did he leave? Listen, if he wanted to go out and just be a tomcat, all right, I understand that you have beef with that. But in a lot of cases, and I don't know what the percentages are, but we know bitches are fucking insufferable. And I know that a large percentage, I don't know exactly, but a large percentage of single mothers are single moms because they chose that. They chose. They kicked them out, they cheated, whatever.
I think it's incumbent on men to fucking raise their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's also incumbent upon men. It's also incumbent upon women not to be fucking bitches.
Totally understand.
But nobody's talking about that either.
Natalia, what's your relationship like with your father?
Watch her mouth after she says it's great.
My relationship with my dad is great.
Does that look like a woman whose relationship with her father is great? Right?
Well, if you know details, my birth father, he did pass away when I was younger, and my mom remarried, and my relationship with both of my dads are phenomenal.
Well,
Love that.
Thank you for sharing that.
I don't buy
And I know
that.
your dad, and I think he's a great guy.
Great, I think so too.
He got mad at me one time, but that's about something else.
We'll talk about that later, no?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, guys. Jesus Christ, guys. I think Adam's fucking Natalia. I do. They can't help themselves, dude. They can't help themselves. They cannot help themselves. I think Adam is fucking Natalia, man. He either is or was. Watch how he says this to her.
Well, if you know details, my birth father, he did pass away when I was younger, and my mom remarried, and my relationship with both of my dads are phenomenal.
Well,
Love that.
thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
And I know your dad, and I think he's a great guy.
And how exactly would you know her dad? Right? I mean, what 25-year-old woman introduces her boss to her father? Right? Like, why would Adam know the father of his employee?
Great, I think so too.
He got mad at me one time, but that's about something else.
He got mad at me one time, but that's about something else. Gee, I wonder what that could be. And watch the shit-eating grin on Natalia's face.
That later, no?
Yeah, this is why Natalia, this is why Natalia is insufferable. This is one of the reasons she's insufferable. She's fucking Adam, guys. She's fucking Adam. Guy, that's what this is. That's what he is. What, dude? Like, he is 100% smashing this chick. He's gotta be. Look at the shit-eating grin. Watch Adam's face.
Your dad, and I think he's a great guy.
Watch.
I think so
He
too.
got mad at me one time, but that's about something else.
Look at that. Like the cat that ate the canary. Like the cat that ate the canary. Ay. Adam. This is a bad move. Oh, this is a bad fucking move, dude. You are fucking a woman who is she is anti-man, dude. Natalia she gives off misandrist vibes. She may very well be a misandrist, right? Ay. King Life says, Adam, just from this one show, tells me you can't divulge secrets to him. No, you can't. You can't. Now, there are some. Now, listen, Adam and I have had some pretty, direct talks. And there are things that I've told him that I know he'll never repeat on the air. Right? But, dude, you don't fuck the hell. Dude, Roderick, you nailed it. You don't fuck the help. Oh, my God. This explains so much. This explains so much. This is why she is constantly out of pocket. Oh my God.
We'll talk about that later, no?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's why she sits so far away. I get it now.
Mud wrestle the hell out of this.
Yeah, you wish.
Anyway, let's go through.
Oh, dude, this is an L. Oh my God. This is. Oh my God. Man, I hope he's not smashing her, dude. Oh, I hope he's not smashing her, man, because that would be... Fuck.
I want to get it from females' perspective.
All right, fingers
you know,
up.
you know how this is what MLD and I are going to do. You know how we were trying to tell you what men are concerns are, why we're maybe avoiding marriage, prenups, whatever, and all you girls are like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." It's like, just listen to us. Here's your guys' chance to talk, and we're going to listen, and MLD is going to judge. All right? So here are the 6 signs of daddy issues. Can we pull up this article real quick? This is from a relationships website. Here are the 6 signs that she may have some daddy issues and what it means. So number 1 is that she doesn't trust male figures. We'll go with that. Okay.
Oh, dude, yes, of course, dude. That's sign number 1. She doesn't trust men. God damn.
Anyway, I'll go down the list. I can't really see so good. Number 1, she doesn't trust or open up to male figures. That's number 1. Aileen, thank you for counting to 6.
Real talk.
You're welcome. Number 2, she constantly seeks reassurance from male partners. So on one hand,
oh no. She constantly seeks reassurance from male partners. She seeks sexual reassurance from men. Women with daddy issues they have a naturally flirtatious disposition. Everything they do is for the express purpose of getting dick. Dick equals validation.
on one hand, she doesn't trust. On the other hand, she seeks reassurance. Number 3, she puts the relationship on a pedestal.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
No. That's not indicative of daddy issues. Women should always put their relationships on a pedestal because their relationships are the most important things in their lives.
Number 4, her personal life mirrors childhood attachments.
Woo!
Nathan, you're doing a lot of nodding.
Yeah, because
Okay.
all of these are ding, ding, ding.
Okay, number 5, overly protective or jealous.
Yup.
Okay. Number 6,
that's every bitch.
She has a complicated relationship with her dad. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay. So, again, I've often said, correct me if I'm wrong, a guy goes through trauma. I think it makes him tougher. I think that makes him more resilient. I think he can bounce back. He needs to go through some shit to become a man. I'm totally okay with a man dealing with some trauma and coming out back on the other side. Yeah. On the other hand, I don't want my woman in my life to have dealt with a ton of trauma.
See, this is why we know Adam is... This is why we know Sosnick is... If he's not... Listen, you can't help but be red pill aware if you're hanging around us. Like, dude, he knows Myron, he knows me, he knows all those guys. He knows Brandon, he knows all those guys. It's hard for a guy like this not to be red pilled. Right? So this right here shows us that he at least has some modicum of red pill awareness. But shit. I just don't know why. I don't know why he would do. Yeah, Ibn Zur says Adam seems to have lots of options. He does, so I don't get why. I really don't. Oh my god. Oh, this is so bad. This is bad. Like, Adam's a friend of mine, guys. I know that a lot of things that he does or says I don't agree with, but I don't agree with, I disagree with my friends all the time. But dude, this is, and I don't want to be like, hey, Adam, you might want to pull back. This is a lesson he's got to learn. Oh my God.
It's not ideal. No. I think what you would want as a woman, I'm going to open up for you guys, what you would want from a woman is a man who has dealt with some shit, been through some shit, and is better and stronger, and is just more amazing on the other side.
Damn right.
I don't want my beautiful, young, whatever girlfriend who had dealt with a fucking ton of trauma. Okay? And then it's like, it's a whole nonsensical thing after that. So that's my opinion. So,
see, being battle tested, battle scars, experience, that is attractive on a man. That is not attractive on a woman. Battle scars, trauma, all that stuff makes women radioactive to high-value men. And we can pick up on that shit. We're not stupid. Or at least, well, a few of us. Anyway.
Naylene, we'll start with you. When you're hearing these daddy issues, what resonated the most with you?
Well, first I have to say that you're talking about you don't want a woman that has trauma, but we don't know what the future holds, and we don't know if the relationship that you're in, you're married to a woman, right? What if...
Yes, but here's the thing, Nyla, or whatever the fuck your name is. A person's past is a pretty good indicator of their future. Yes, people do change. But it's got to be a cataclysmic event. And even still, they're not guaranteed to change. Even still, they're not guaranteed to change.
Some trauma happens within the relationship. You don't want a woman that's just going to leave you and divorce you, right? So you want a woman that's had some trauma, that kind of has some depth within her, because then you know she's a ride or die for life, and she's not going to be the girl to leave you and want to divorce you at the side of trauma. So you do want a girl that has gone through some things, that has gone through some trauma.
You know what? This is the difference. And this doesn't make me any better or worse than Sosnick. I'm not here trying to one-up anybody. But let's just assume... Dre Raven says Miss Bunny talks way too fast. Well, that's because I have it on 1.5 speed. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, that Natalia is fucking Adam, right? If she says something out of the way, do you think he would actually check her on the air? Do you think he would check her on the air? Now let's move to my relationship. If Devin says some shit out of the way in the chat or on a live, do you guys think that I would check Devin? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you think I would check Devin on the air if need be. Adam will never check Natalia because he's just never really been in that position. Dude, Adam's a good-looking guy. He's worth $10 million. You know, I get it. But he just does not have it in him. And to be quite honest with you guys, most men don't. Dude, I don't think I have ever seen a man who is in a relationship with a woman who are on the same podcast actually check his woman on the air. Yeah, you guys are nailing it. You've witnessed it many, many times. You better believe it. I have checked Devin many, many times on the air. I don't do it to show off or to flex my alpha muscles. No, I do it because it's necessary. Because if I don't check Devin on the air, guess what? When she gets on the air, she's going to misbehave. You let a bitch get away with something one time, and she will continue to press that button. Well, Natalia has been out of pocket for quite some time. And now we have a pretty good insight as to why she's still out of pocket.
Trauma, sorry, my Cuban accent, but you want a woman that has gone through some trauma and has also come out resilient, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a reflection of you and your relationship and what you guys may go through.
Nah, that's all bitch babble.
That's what I think.
That's
okay.
bitch babble.
I actually appreciate that. But back to the daddy issues thing here. You were doing
Thank
1,
you.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes.
6. What resonated the most with you? And keep in mind, there's going to be men watching that'll be like, all right, cool, I just want to understand women better.
Yeah.
So spit some game to the men out there.
So I think, number one, I put down all my fingers with all of those.
Adam, never ask a woman to spit some game to the men. You should never, ever, ever take relationship advice from women. Don't do it.
Because growing up, my relationship wasn't that great with my father, but in time, as I grew up, now we're amazing. But I did go through a lot of trials and errors with my dad. So I think that number one,
because of your daddy issues,
thing that resonated with me is the attachment style. Like for me, it's kind of hard to be alone, and I always feel like I need reassurance from a man. Which is, it sucks, but I guess it's just like my submissive tendencies. Like I like to be reassured and told I'm doing a good job. Maybe that's a daddy issue thing, but
I think this is normal.
Yeah, King Life says also messing with her technically gave Natalia the advantage over him legally, and Lorenzo says she has the power to destroy the show. Man, I'm trying to tell you, you gotta, man, dude, it's a new world out here, Sosnick. Be careful.
Well, you want validation from your partner in a relationship.
Yeah, it's very important
I like
for
when,
me.
you know, if I put on a suit and she's like, you look very nice, or if she gets done up, or, you know, her hair done. You know, if you get your hair done, you come home, your man doesn't say shit, you're like...
I've gone through that a lot though. Where I have gotten dressed and I've done my makeup and I come downstairs and it's been like maybe a couple days that I didn't get to do that because I've been with the kids. And I come down and I feel like I look so nice and my partner never even says like, wow, you look so pretty or you look great, you smell good, nothing. It takes 2 seconds to give someone a compliment. And for me, like that's what fuels my fire because I give that to others, so I just want it in return.
Yeah. Food, water, shelter, clothing, appreciation.
Sex.
Yeah. And sex. Yeah. But appreciation is paramount to anybody's life. By the way, everyone just appreciate what a lovely outfit MLD is wearing today. Someone pay a compliment to MLD? Anyone?
We did tell you in the beginning of the podcast you look nice.
Yeah, all right.
Nice glass. You said like Pearl. What are you referring to? Pearl or Pearl's dad?
Back to daddy issues. By the way,
yes, Nate Dogg, 1991 says women are not qualified to give game to men. They are not in the same position that men are in. Yeah, exactly.
wait, real quick shout out. You know who I appreciate? Natalia Del Valle. There she is. She's over there.
She's
sassy
your
as hell
daddy.
today. Sassy as hell. But you know I appreciate her. Right, Nat?
Right.
Oh, this is guys. Yo, guys. I'm not being facetious here. This is bad. Look, man, we've always suspected there might have been something going on, and it was probably half tongue in cheek. But guys, it's obvious. This is all bad. This is all bad. Natalia is a liability, and he's fucking her. Oh my goodness. All right, somebody, nice glass, you're out of here. You're out of here. Pearl does not give advice. She gives her opinions. See, nice glass, it sounds to me like you have bought into all of the bullshit. Sounds like you've bought into all the bullshit. Pearl does not give advice. She has a video series called Wife School. She's not teaching it. She is being taught. She's being taught. So that's one too many digs at my friends. You're fucking gone. Well, whoever's modding, get nice glass out of here. I appreciate your support. But I will not tolerate people taking shots at my friends. I just don't like it. So you're out of here.
Wrestle the hell out of this girl. Anyway, Tessa, well, you look lovely today, by the way.
Thank
Your
you.
attitude is on
Good
point.
job, son.
Yes, I'm out here. What should men understand about daddy issues? When you were reading this list, you said that you have a non-existent relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
What does that do, and what does that
Stay
bring
away
to a
from him.
relationship?
I haven't had a relationship with my real father since I was about 13. So it's funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's funny because people always say to me like, "Oh, you should have so many issues," and they're like, "You're so normal for somebody that like, doesn't have their real father in their life." And I'm like, "What does that mean? You know, like I just think I am what I am." But like going through that list of like, I trust men. I don't not trust men unless they.
Okay, so this woman is clearly an exception to the rule, right? Look, just because the elements were just because the elements were present to create daddy issues doesn't always mean that women are going to have daddy issues. Most of the time it does cause daddy issues. She happens to be an exception to the rule.
They give me a reason to not trust them. But same with like the validation. Of course, everybody loves validation. So for me to like be validated by the guy that I'm with, I think that's something that's not a sign of daddy issues. That's a sign of like you're actually into your partner because you want to know that they're into you and you're into them.
Here you
so
go.
I don't know. I think it's like, yeah, you can say these things, but these things can be general to somebody who has a perfect father in their life who's never had issues. But then these can also be somebody who has no father. So I don't think it's like very specific.
I think it's a constant reassurance. Like, because you know,
like all the time.
Yeah, because there's dudes that have that too. There's dudes. I mean, the dude you were dating, that guy has fucking mommy issues too. Like, there's
sure,
a
and I'm a
whole
mommy,
other
so-
counterculture to that.
Yeah.
Here's the difference between mommy issues and daddy issues, and I want you to pay attention. Daddy issues occur when the dad is not in the home. Mommy issues occur when the mother is in the home. There's no such thing as someone who grows up with an absentee mother who has mommy issues. Right? There's no such thing. I mean, oh, I didn't have a mother, I didn't have a mother in my life. No, you don't have no. If you don't have a mom and if you don't have a mother in your life, you don't develop mommy issues. You only develop mommy issues when you're raised by a single mother. Ash Kalmag with the 2 British pound super chat says 1000%. This is precise analysis. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Okay, Angela, you said that you were raised by a father figure since you're 14.
Yes.
Any of these daddy issues resonate with you?
They don't necessarily resonate with me, but I can understand like those are definitely red flags. But I would like to touch on, I think it's important for people to recognize like we should start focusing on building each other. And if that's an unpopular opinion, but I think that people have this idea that you just want to give people that are perfect, and those who want that aren't even perfect themselves. And I think like the most valuable relationships are the one that actually grow from within each other. There are certain trauma bonding or broken parts with each other that we could definitely complement and grow from. And I think I did that even with my own partner. So I think that people nowadays look at this whole online stuff and they want girls who are perfect. There's no such thing as perfect.
We don't want girls who are perfect. We want girls who are fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful. Do you see how far-fetched that is to women like Angela? They think that because we want women who are fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful, we're looking for perfection. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for a woman who's actually a woman. Look, man, we as men, if you're fit, feminine, friendly, and faithful, we will deal with a certain amount of bullshit. Listen, man, Devin's 46 years old. She's got her issues, right? She has her idiosyncrasy. She has things, she has habits, traits, characteristics that I don't like, and vice versa. But she is fit, she's feminine, she's friendly and faithful. And so long as she remains those 4 things, then I will have no problem dealing with some of the things that I don't necessarily like dealing with. It's the same with her. Like, dude, I'm a maniac. I can promise you, there are more things about me that Devin doesn't like than things about her that I don't like. Real talk. But because I provide her a good life, status, money, all that good stuff, she deals with it for now.
So
but nobody's looking for perfection.
Those are certain red flags, but they themselves understand, like, we are also looking for a father figure in our partner. You know, like when you get married, who's walking us down the aisle? The guy who's going to give you the responsibility. And when I say that, people generally don't like hearing that because they find this idea of like, oh, that's weird. We don't want to be your father, but like you want us to be somewhat mothering, nurturing for your child, or even parts of a man when he's down bad. And I would say that's important to have it in a partner. That's what makes.
I don't want to. No. Now I agree with her halfway here, right? Like, girls are looking for a father figure in their relationship to a degree. Right? This is why setting boundaries, expectations. That's what girls need. Girls need structure. Structure is created by men. The first man in their life is their father. That makes sense. But as a man, I don't need a woman who's nurturing. I don't need that. Right? My mother was nurturing to a degree. I don't need someone who's nurturing. I just need someone who's feminine, who I get along with. Just because girls are looking for their father does not mean that. Just because girls are looking for fatherly characteristics doesn't mean that I'm looking for motherly characteristics. I don't want to fuck my mom, guys.
Her wife or the main person that you spend the rest of your life with, and you can't get that out of her if you're not going to nurture that broken side of her.
Well said.
Oh, I'm not Oh no. Oh hell no. I'm not nurturing any broken side. Oh no. No, man. Look, man. Look. Here's another point you guys need to understand. Broken men can be fixed. Broken women cannot. Let me repeat that. Broken men can be fixed. Broken women can't, man. This is part of the trade-off of being a woman, man. That's part of the trade-off of being a woman. As a woman, you have absolute power over men for the better part of a decade. Literally. Part of the price to be paid is that if you get up under one too many eggplant emojis, you're going to be broken. And there's no way from that. There's no way for a broken woman to be fixed. And women can only be broken through sex. There's no such thing as a woman. And it's funny. Any vice, any bad habit, any addiction a woman has, anything at all, always leads to sex. Always leads to sex. If she's an alcoholic, she's a slut. If she's a drug addict, she's a slut. If she's a pothead, she's a slut. If she is any vice, if she smokes, she's a hoe. Man, any vice a woman has only leads to sex. And so sex is what literally breaks women. Sex doesn't break guys because it's not emotional for us. We're not giving a woman a piece of our soul like a woman gives to a man. She allows to enter her body. This is not the same. So make sure you keep that in mind. Broken men can be fixed. Broken women can't.
Melina?
I think all of us go through something when we're kids, and it doesn't necessarily have to be from your father and mother. It could be a teacher that was really abusive or something like that towards you. It could be literally anything in your past. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case. And when you're having problems when you grow up, especially in relationships, it doesn't necessarily have to come from your parents either, that they were bad to you or anything like that, or you were missing someone. And I would also say that I don't think that men can just go, like, all men are just going through and they're perfect and they're going through it, and we can't. I don't know if you specifically said that. But
No, nobody said they can't. Women can definitely go through trauma. They definitely can go through trauma, but women who have gone through trauma are less attractive to men than men who go to trauma. Men who go through trauma are attractive to women. Being battle tested, scars, experience, that's attractive on a man, not on a woman.
You said that you didn't want to have someone that goes through trauma. I think everyone does to some sort of degree, and it kind of forms us as who we are. And I think, honestly, my hot take here is I think women can deal with that a lot better most of the times than men can, because men suppress their feelings a lot more, and women are a lot more allowed to explore them and go through them and figure them out.
That's fine, but that does not negate the fact that as a woman who has been traumatized one too many times is unattractive and broken.
That's my hot take.
Thank you for your perspective. I think you did a great job on that, Melina, and I appreciate you. Gustav, bring us home now, girl.
I would say in terms of daddy issues, the one thing that I noticed in myself was like male validation. So since I didn't get a lot of attention from my dad, I needed that masculine attention from somewhere else, so I would seek it often. I don't think necessarily that's like relevant nowadays, but I did notice that like in my past. And in regard to the trauma.
Translation: she went through a slut phase. She went through a hoe phase. There you go. There you go. You don't think Gustay's ever been flown out? Go look at her Instagram. She's been flown out a few times. And I haven't, listen, I blocked her on Instagram. I blocked her on IG, but she might have scrubbed her Instagram. She'd be smart.
Trauma thing, going off what she said, everyone's going to go through trauma. I think what really matters is how that person has healed, and if they're willing to like listen to, you know, hey, like you need to work on this and this, and like being willing to work on that. But you know, not everyone's perfect, and everyone's going to deal with some sort of baggage.
Well said. MLD. All right. Last take.
I don't want a traumatized woman in my life.
No.
I don't want any history of trauma. I've dealt with those kind of fucking nutbags, and I don't ever want to deal with it ever again. I want to deal with a normal, mentally stable, healthy woman. So.
Devin says, feminism lied to women. Trauma doesn't make you special or unique. It makes you radioactive. Do not wear your trauma as a badge. Wow. Wow.
You think you're normal?
Exactly.
In what sense?
Well, do you think you have healthy habits?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is the ambush. This is the ambush. This is where MLD told us exactly where it started when she asked him, do you have healthy habits?
Like fat shame me like last week or so?
I don't
You
know.
think that's normal from a man, from a stranger to fat shame somebody?
Well, yes, I think it's very normal. I will fat shame whoever the fuck I want to.
I don't remember. Did I call you fat?
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know where you were in the chat. You knew you were in the chat. Don't do that on camera.
I don't know.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
that,
You have a
MLD, because
strange
you
way
were
of,
in the
like-
chat with your checkmark name doing that.
What was I
own up,
saying?
listen, it's okay if you want to do those things,
Yeah.
but own up to what you do.
What was I
I
saying?
mean, women are apparently like CEO of not taking accountability, but I mean, I guess you should change your pronouns because I'd say you're kind of in the same bracket when it comes to that.
Change her she thinks she's being witty. She thinks she's being witty and smart.
All right, I'll get right on that.
And that's not masculine energy.
Just
Masculine
saying.
energy.
No,
I
of
value
course
men.
not.
Remember, I told you
So
that.
what
Don't call
they
people horse either.
I'm just saying. I mean, women can't handle criticism. I took that like a champ. That's fine. I'll take that. But I think you yourself as a man should probably work on that instead of saying that I want to traumatize women, because it definitely shows that
I don't
you
want
have-
to traumatize
We
women.
don't want to traumatize men either. That's the thing. So that's
Okay.
why it's easier to go to Japan and find the konnichiwa type of girl, because they're not going to debate with you. That's the problem.
That's right. They're just robotic female slaves in Japan. They have no personalities.
It
They just
shows.
say konnichiwa.
Yeah, so me saying all that shit that you like, it's evident that you're used to women who don't check you when you're being irrational.
Thanks.
Oh. It's evident that you're not. Wait, what did she say? Oh, this
Girl,
is.
because they're not going to debate with you. That's the problem.
That's right. They're just
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. I don't want a mouthy bitch. I don't want a mouthy bitch who talks back all the time.
robotic female slaves in Japan. They have no personalities.
It
They
shows.
just
Agree and amplify. Love it.
say konnichiwa.
Yeah, so me saying all that shit that you like, it's evident that you're used to women who don't check you when you're being irrational
Thanks.
and way out of place.
Thanks for the.
Yeah, so am I. I'm used to women who don't check me. Yes, I am used to women who do not talk out of turn. You better believe it. You better believe it. So you can tell she's feeling some type of way about the fact that he called her fat. Now, let's just say this is why we know this is why we know this got to her. And this is why we know it's true. Is because she's responding to it. Let's just say for the sake of argument, MLD was trolling Gustay in the chat and called her fat. Do you think that would upset Gustay? No. Why? Because Gustay's not fat. Her narrow ass probably couldn't gain weight if she tried. King Life says Angela is lucky Donovan was not on the panel. Yeah, I'd have cooked her ass.
The whole synopsis on the 37 years of my
It
life.
shows.
You've,
Well,
you've
age
arrived
really
here
doesn't
in
mean
an
to a
hour
lot
and
of
half.
people. It shows. Like, you could be, my grandma's 80 years old and still drives like shit. It doesn't matter how old you are. So I would have to say, you sound like somebody who really looks down on women with the way that, I mean, you even made a whole hit piece on that. I think that's weird.
I didn't make a hit piece on her.
This guy, you should really change your pronouns, because I could see that's not your best trait to actually own up to what you do. And I think that's really disgusting.
Why don't you sit in your masculine energy and maybe just apologize for what you said? I think that
Oh,
that's very
no.
masculine. I think that's a great way, because I feel like, number one, in a war, everyone thinks.
Yeah, man. There it is. There it is. Women trying to teach men how to be men. If you were a man, you would apologize. No, sir. No, sir. Do not apologize. I don't know. Uncle Luke says, I think Adam set him up and acted like he didn't know what's up. I don't think Adam had anything to do with this. Maybe, look, I think worst case scenario, Adam was aware, but I don't think he orchestrated this.
They're right?
Yes.
So I think that right now is a great opportunity for you to show that men can be masculine and have feelings and can also regress and think back about what they said. Maybe in the moment you said it because you got excited or whatever, and you were just in this phase of yours. But I think sitting here in front of her, you're talking about that you want this wife and this submissive person and all of this, but where's your respect towards women?
Yes.
And don't you run like an
Just
entire
apologize
male
to her.
empowerment thing? Like, I think that's important that people look up to you. And you know what's funny? I actually subscribed to you prior to you doing that. I thought that was so out of pocket. And I was like, wow, like people like you, respectfully to anyone that's listening. This is why I stepped out of the red pill space, because you guys are so quick to demonize women in the West. But mind you, all of these girls have been working since we were old enough to work. A lot of us have to retire our families. But instead of people seeing that, you guys demonize women for masculine traits when we're
Well, uh-oh. Oh boy. Okay, hang on. My AirPods just died. Sorry about that. Give me a second. Got to switch to the manual headphones here. There we go. Okay.
Also working just like you, and I mean, I don't expect respect, but like there was no beef, and it was so unnecessary. And I think that's accountability that some people should take, but to each their own.
Yes.
Okay, well then, if it's to each their own, then shut up.
Just saying.
What do you think?
Just saying. Oh, see, she thinks she's so clever.
Said that I called you fat?
This is upset. This is upset.
Clearly.
This is addressing.
Well,
And I
why
think
don't
it's
you want to
important
own up to
address.
what you said, though? Why
What
are you
was it? What was
denying
it that was
And
said?
if anything, we're kind of built the same, which is funny, dude. We're like, I mean, come on, man. You can't be sitting there acting like we're like, oh, and I'm like, dude, honestly, that's so out of pocket in so many ways.
Yeah, we're built the same. It's not a flex to say that you're built the same as a man. It's just not a flex. So, if you're built like a man, sweet cheeks, that's a you problem.
Well, how about this? This came out of left field, but I don't know. I'm like tuned in right now. Like, well, I didn't know this was happening on my show, but here we go.
Own up to what was said and let him clear the room. If he misinterpreted, if we didn't understand, let him clear the air.
Do you hear Natalia talking over Sosnick? Oh, no, this is not. Yo, this is a bad look.
Well, how about this?
Listen to this. Listen to how Natalia talks right through Sosnick. Sosnick is worth at least $10 million. This is his show. Yet Natalia felt emboldened enough to talk through him.
This came out of left field, but I don't know. I'm like tuned in right now. Like, well, I didn't know this was happening on my show, but here we go.
Own up to what was said and let him clear the room. If he misinterpreted, if we didn't understand, let him clear the air.
At that point, Adam needs to look at Natalia and be like, Natalia, this is my show. This is my show. I need you to be quiet right now. That's what he needs to do, but he's not going to do it.
Guys, let me just host the show for a second. You're upset because why?
I think that, listen, criticism, sure, but be real and own up to whatever mistake you make, because again, you are leading whatever.
He didn't make a mistake. He called you 40 pounds overweight. Did he lie? If he called you fat, did he lie?
What did I say? What is so upsetting? I don't get it. Why did you tell me?
Is this
know what
what
to
you
do?
do? You do all this content and you comment all these things, but you don't remember what you do. But you have all the comments to be made.
No, it's okay. I'll just endure this like I should in an abusive relationship.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So now, this is how mentally fragile women are. They are trying to conflate being in an abusive relationship with somebody hurting their little feelings in the comments. If you don't want to get fat shamed, Angela, then do something about it. Do something about it. This is the main difference between men and women. Men, we shame women for things they have control over. If you're fat, we'll shame you because you control every morsel that goes into your body. Right? If you're a bitch, we'll shame you because, well, you can decide not to be a bitch. If you're masculine, we'll shame you because, well, you could be feminine. Though you are these are things under your control. Women make fun of men for things we don't control. You're balding. You have a small dick. Well, if I did have a small dick, I don't have control over that. If I am balding, I don't have control over that. That's human nature.
Okay, so MLD, what do you recall of this?
I'm still waiting for that. Like, I don't get it. What was said that made you so upset?
This is the problem. So if we reverse the roles, if a woman addressed this, she's like,
Wait a minute. Why won't she tell him what he said? MLD keeps asking her directly, what did I say? What did I say? And she's not answering the question. She can't tell him what he said.
Not going to answer the question.
There is nothing.
Why don't you answer the question?
I'm asking the question. Why are you so mad?
She's
already said it.
Because
what do you
did.
he said, you saying that he called you fat and you're addressing
So
it.
just take accountability for it. Like, oh my bad, I was
Because
probably
she's
just slurring
talking
on
about
Hennessy.
women that they have to do X, Y, and Z and all this what they have to do,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't, treat women badly because they have to submit to you. And in Tokyo or whatever, they're so feminine and this and that. But it's here, you come here, and when there's women are making valid points and there are respectable women, you come in the chat and you fat shame or you go and make pieces about people or whatever it is that you want to do. At the end of the day, all that's being said is that listen, if you're gonna do those things, own up to it and then make your point about it. If you're gonna do these things and you're not gonna own up to it, and then what's the point? You're just what, bullying people?
What's up with, there's no integrity in what you stand on. Nowadays, you're running a space where men stand on principles and honor, but you see someone's face and you completely dismiss the fact that was disgusting. We're not in a Call of Duty lobby. I don't know you. It wasn't like I've said something to you. I said anything to you. I've stepped out of the combative space of the red pill stuff because of guys like you. And you prove my point to it. It's like, I don't know you. You don't have to do that. And that's fine. It's fine if I said you're not my preference. I've never attacked you before.
Right.
I'm still waiting for what made you upset.
It's okay. Right now, we're going to call you the delusional girl.
All right,
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. He's asking the question. It's like they don't hear what he's saying. He's like, oh, look, man, I'm still waiting to hear what I said. Yeah, this is like, yeah. Oh, I think Natalia definitely set this up. I don't think Adam had anything to do with this. I really don't. I really, really don't. I don't think Adam had anything to do with this because I can't see him. Man, we don't orchestrate stuff like this. This is what bitches do. Right? This is what bitches do. But this is a bad look for Adam, man. Clearly there's something going on between him and Natalia, yet Natalia is now running his show. Do you guys think that I would ever allow any woman I'm involved with to run my goddamn show? Unbelievable. Trauma dumping, yes.
You want to just leave because this is retarded.
No, I will.
Why would you leave,
You're
though?
upset
Why
because
would you leave? You literally are. You're an example
Can
for
somebody
men.
tell me what I
You're an
said that everybody's so
example
upset
for men.
about that I'm
That's
still
you
waiting
leave
on?
content
what was the
for.
example that, just
Okay,
to be clear?
I'll do the three. Was it three? Nah, I'm pretty sure it was. Is this chick supposed to be attractive? 1, 2. She's 40 pounds too heavy.
Yep.
XYZ. Something about weight. I wouldn't listen to her. Like you just went on a rant. It was like.
How do you know that was him though?
Because it was his name with the check mark in the chat.
Do you recall doing that?
I guess so. So
Okay,
you're
so
mad.
now you recall.
You're mad because I said you're
But you
40
see-
pounds overweight. I'm on every chat. I'm in Fresh and Fit. You know how it is when you're a streamer. You're in all these chats. I did like 6 shows in the last 6 days.
So just say sorry.
So just own up to being a
No.
No. So I'm not. So first of all, I'm not a piece of shit.
You don't
So
think
talk
that's
to me
piece of
like
shit
that.
behavior?
Okay. Don't talk to me like that. All right.
see you're
Secondly,
upset.
all right. I said what I
You see, Melina. Oh, I see you're upset. Now they're acting like little teenagers, trying to poke fun at everybody. Even Guste, who is now leaning away from MLD, she has a shit-eating grin on her face. Guys, this is why. Look, man. I'll let this finish.
said. I do think maybe you were 40 pounds overweight.
Sure.
So what's wrong with that?
We can match each other's energy. All I had to say was you need to like own up to your shit because it's weird that you
I
would
just
face
did.
me. Yeah, after like pulling teeth. Are you good?
No, after you talking over me and freaking
This
trauma
is
dumping
all-
a
Did I say
live
that?
on
I
the
don't know what I
show.
said.
You
I don't
pick
even
these
know what I said.
words and like you throw them on people. But if I acted the way you act, you would demonize me. If I literally attacked you the way you attacked me, if I said the things that's disrespectful. If another man said the shit that you said to me, oh, that's fighting words. But yet a woman says it to you, oh, she's being dramatic, she's masculine, she's emotional.
Well, that's because we can't knock you the fuck out, Angela. You see, this is why we have better communication skills with men than women. See, because men, if somebody insulted another man to their face or did something out of pocket, you go and throw blows. What's he supposed to do? Say them's fighting words to a woman only for you to say, oh, you're misogynistic, you want to fight a girl. What are we doing? Look, man, this woman is clearly upset because MLD told her about herself. She is at least 40 pounds overweight, and she doesn't like it. She doesn't like the fact that someone said that she was 40 pounds overweight. And here's the thing. She didn't even realize that he had made those comments until Natalia made her aware of them.
But
I didn't call you any of those
where's
things.
the vein coming out of my neck that I'm so triggered right now that, oh, she's mad? I think it's disgusting that you act the way it's so like unattractive and not manly, but yet you sit here and shame women. Oh, I can't wait to go back to Japan. I just think there again, you're leading a bunch of cows to follow you, and you're like, yeah, this is how men should act. That's not how men in my family and in my life act, and it's so unattractive that you think that's normal. So you are part of the problem in the West, is what I'm basically saying.
Okay.
So let's try to put a silver lining on this thing. This came out.
Christ.
How should he have acted, in your opinion?
We walked in the green room. All I had to do was say, hey, no hard feelings. I was just on the little juice a little bit. I was tripping.
Here's the problem, Angela. MLD doesn't remember you. This is so funny. This is hilarious. This is how, guys, listen. And women say we have bigger egos. Women think they're so special. They think they're so special that every man that has ever laid eyes on them will remember them forever. Angela, you're not special. You're some freaking internet hoe giving bad relationship advice with a 16,000 YouTube subscriber count. You ain't special, man. Not every man who lays eyes on you is burned into the memory. This is so funny. It's like I think she was definitely upset about the comments, but I think what she's starting to become upset about is he honestly doesn't remember. John is like, dude, I don't remember. Like, I don't remember you. Like, I call a lot of girls 40 pounds overweight. That's not shaming. That's just telling the truth. Cigar Man, 85, member for 13 months. Says Natalia might know dirty secret about Adam, and he might be scared it will leak out. If he fires her, her poom can't be that great to let her be out of pocket multiple times. Listen, I don't think Adam and Natalia are in a relationship. I think they're in a situationship. I think they're sleeping with each other, which means that she's got him legally she's got him by the balls. I mean, look, I don't know what kind of legal remedies he has in place in case something like this were to go sideways, but I certainly hope he does.
my bad. I would have been like, all right, bro, like all fair is word, that's fine. I would have dropped it. But the fact
Yes, but he doesn't remember you, boo.
that you walk in the room, you don't address it, you sit here, it's like awkward. I'm like, this is how, again, people like you want women to submit to this garbage nonsense. And you're, well, women are not submissive. Why would I submit to that type of activity? I mean, again, this is showbiz. That's fine.
You're totally entitled to that. I'll give you, you know.
I didn't even know who she is when I was in the waiting room.
There it is.
Oh my God.
See?
You are meant for the camera, my friend. You are something else. You don't know.
Do you see this? Now Natalia is also buying into this. Natalia, see again, Natalia's got that same mentality. She honestly does not believe that MLD doesn't remember this chick. Ladies, you're not that special. Like, Natalia thinks she's a somebody because she's fucking Adam Sosnick and she's the producer. Like, what is happening?
Oh, she was when you were in the chat?
No.
No.
In the
it's
camera,
fine.
in the back room?
No, it's okay.
All right, well, how about this?
Oh my God.
Is there anything you would like to take back or apologize? Whatever you want.
No, not after being treated like that. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna be talked down to by like some child that has no decency to communicate with me in a respectful manner.
It starts with you. What
Okay.
man leads a relationship like that? You don't even have to lead
All
a
right,
general
all right, you guys are better than me. You win. Cool. Next question.
Amazing.
Please.
Anyway,
She's not talking down to you. She's
you guys
she's
good?
confronting
Amazing.
you.
You guys good? All right. I had like 3 more topics to get to, but I'm sitting in the middle of this like, holy shit. Anyway, I hope you guys at least after the show can hug it out. I don't know if that's possible.
I got a hard out at 6. I told you.
Okay, we gotta get you on. Anyway,
He said, I've got a hard out at 6. I told you.
guys, I hope you enjoyed this last segment. This came out of nowhere. This is live TV, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't expect that happening, but I hope you guys genuinely can figure this out after the show. No hard feelings. I understand where you're at. Natalia, final super chats. Let's get some winners and we'll go to the happy ending and we gotta wrap up for today.
Okay, so I will go through.
Mr. Brandon
Oh,
Carter!
whoa. All right, sorry about that. All right, so yeah, so he just told Sosnick that he has a hard out at 6 because he had to be on Brandon Carter's show at 7, and let's go to let's see here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, dude, you can go to Brandon Carter's YouTube channel and it comes right up. He didn't rage quit. He had to be somewhere. And you have to think of it this way. Dude has a hard out at 6. What's he supposed to do? Sit here and argue with these fucking banshees? Or go and spend time with his multi-million-dollar mentor? Ay. Yeah, I didn't really get as upset as I thought I would. Because it was obvious what was happening. It was obvious what was happening. So yeah, man. WMLD, man. WMLD. I think in the end, I think Angela was burned and scorned by 2 things. Number 1, MLD didn't remember who the fuck she was. And number 2, he told the truth about her. She is at least 40 pounds overweight. It is what it is. King Life says Chris is going to produce the Saucecast event if Meyer and Frank castles Natalia. I'm going to tell you what, man. Dude, like, look, man, I think that listen, man, we know how women are. We know that they get all in their feelings. They're irrational, blah, 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 blah. We get that. We understand all of that. But I think the main thing that was kind of a low-key show stealer, was the fact that Sosnick is probably fucking Natalia, guys. Again, I'm not 100% sure because I'm not there, but I'm going to tell you what, man. Their interactions leave very little doubt in my mind. Like, I don't know why. I just don't know why he would do that. I just don't understand that. Like, Sosnick has access to unlimited Miami hoes. Why in the world would you mess with a girl? Why in the world would you mess with a girl with a why in the world would you, dude? Like, why would you mess with number one, Natalia is definitely gaining weight. She is 100% gaining weight. You know what? I'm going to look this up since Devin forgot to. Hang on a second. Valuetainment money. I'm going to show you guys, man, because Natalia is... she is definitely packing on the pounds, y'all. Like, it is obvious. It is obvious. I'm gonna go down as far as I can. Okay, year ago, blah 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 blah. Let's look at this one here.
All we talk is money. All we talk is money.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna go until hopefully I see Natalia. So this is fresh and fit. Here, I'll show you guys. Dude, Natalia's packing on the pounds, y'all. She really, really, really is. Like, you can tell. You can tell. God, Adam looks like he's aged pretty quickly. Okay, there's Myron. You know, I don't know that she spoke. Anyway, look, there's no need for me to do all that. Natalia is putting on weight. She's putting on weight. And it makes sense because now she's apparently in a situationship with Sosnick. Devin, I thought she made a comment. Yeah, man, this is, dude, oh my God. Ah, there it is. Devin says Natalia's days are numbered. I think they are. Because, dude, nobody likes Natalia. Like, dude, well, not nobody. But, like, Sosnick's male audience does not like Natalia. He's got to know that. And a lot of times... dude, people, there are people who don't tune in because of her. Devin says Nat was terrible to begin with. Dude, ay. Yeah, man. Yeah. And guess what? I will, and if I'm ever on Sosnick again, and she says, well, Donovan, you said I was packing on the pounds. And I will look at Adam and I'll say, due respect, Natalia, you are. I'm not shaming you. I just told you, yes, I said you were packing on the pounds. And you clearly are. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ay. Oh, Adam, man. And listen, man, we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. But, dude, the worst mistakes you can make as a man is with a woman. Not only that, with a woman that you employ. Oh, God. King Life says Nat knew the only way to stay was to start sleeping with the boss. Man. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Well, listen. Let's give MLD a Don DeMarco. I think MLD handled himself brilliantly. He's like, no, I'm not gonna sit here and take this. You guys gonna talk to me like that? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Jay Blaze says, don't shit where you eat. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Adam. Well, I don't know how he gets out of that situation, guys. I really don't. Oh, man. Dude. Ay. Hey, man. Well, guess what? He's a grown man. He can make his own decisions. And if he needs my advice, he knows where to find me. Not that he ever would, but it is what it is. Fantastic show tonight, guys. Fantastic show tonight. Black Lemur says, is she really fat? Natalia's not fat, but she's on her way. She's on her way. Like, dude, like I've been reacting to Saucecast for almost a year now, and she is gaining weight. She absolutely is gaining weight. She absolutely is gaining weight. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. That is going to do it for this, the 963rd edition of TSR Live. My thanks to my patrons, Sharpe Stream members, my super chatters, and my channel members. Thank you all very much for all of your support. We'll see you next time.